What's good, y'all? So I have the sneaky suspicion that this video may be one of those very, very long videos I make that just starts to turn extremely random, or it's just me like really going into detail about something. I don't know where we're going yet, but I am prepared. I got the water jug with me. I am prepared if we're going the long haul with that. If this video turns out to be 2 or 3 hours long, then for the people that are new to my channel, I do not really expect you to watch that from beginning to end. Okay, I do not expect you to watch that from beginning to end. It's more so like a click around video. All right, it's just like, all right, what's he talking about here? All right, it's actually like literally to go click forward, click backwards, forward, backwards. Sometimes I'll get on a whole speech about something. Sometimes I'll go on a little rant. Sometimes I'll get on a motivational note. Sometimes I'll just get on a super reflective note, a super like me sharing keys to life and gems that I've been learning, that I've been just learning from life itself, you know, reflecting on life, what I plan on, all of that. That's what this is. And I'm just going to start off at a certain point and just go. All right. So you have been warned. For those of you that are new here, welcome to my mind. For those of you that have been here for a minute, welcome back. First off, this week I was working in the desert. All right, literally like working in the Mojave Desert for a construction site, you know, doing some soil remediation. It is hot as hell, literally, in the desert. I mean, obviously, like no shit, right? But, but the weird thing I noticed was I wasn't hot, like, oh, the sun's burning me. I wonder why. Shout out to the melanin. Love you. All right. It was like, you know, like it wasn't like it wasn't hot. It was hot. But I just wasn't burning. It was more so like quite literally, which is exactly what it is. But it was almost like a frequency I have never experienced before. So it wasn't the heat per se, like it is like, you know, like the temperature heat. It was like the frequency, it was like the waves, it was like the UV radiation that I had never felt before. And it was just like, woo, so hold up, we're gonna have to ease into that. Yo, and you know what I'm saying? Now, of course, everyone working around me was burning up. I mean, they're saying this is brutal. Oh my God, it burns, like it's hot. And there's reasons for that. I ain't trying to start off that spicy just yet. But it was like people were like, you know, complaining about how hot it's so hot, and I was just like, nah, this is a mental game more than anything. If the mind can tolerate it, then you can handle anything. I was like, oh, we in the training ground, baby. Like that's just where my mind went with it. It's like the masochist takes over. When I start feeling a significant level of discomfort in my life, I switch back into it, because like it's like when you're experiencing something that makes you uncomfortable, you tend to shy away from it. You run away from it. Like when I'm talking about manifestation, don't run away from what you're. Don't manifest away from something. Move forward towards what you want. Don't go away from what you don't want. Move towards what you want. Right. So when you're running away from an awkward situation in your life, you're running away from it. Oh, I don't hang out with people. Why? Because it's weird. You know, I just don't really feel like I fit in. You know, it's just you know, nah. For me personally, I turn around and I run back into it. Because like, yo, I'm not going to keep running from you forever. You know, at some point, I'm just going to be like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. If I'm going to die, what's up? You know, that's how I take on life. But it's weird. I actually still enjoy having some type of anxiety. It's weird. Not like anxiety in the bad way. Like it was oh God, I'm going to shut down again. But it's like, I like feeling uncomfortable because I like overcoming, right? I like overcoming things, kind of like, you know, like bars on a ladder. It's like I like the challenge of getting to the next one, and when you know that you're always going to make it to the next level, then it's like you still get that thrill of accomplishing something. You know, it's like that's what my mind turned into out there. Like, and it's like I especially have to like rehydrate now because I couldn't drink enough water. It was crazy. I'm gonna have to get used to it, but it's all good. But that's what it turned into. I turned it into a game. You know, it's like, for me, I like to be the motivator. I like to be the morale booster. You know what I'm saying? If I was just as, maybe y'all have heard of it. Gamers, of course, you've heard of it if you're an older person. But League of Legends. It's like, if I was a League of Legends character, I would be a support. Overwatch, I would be Mercy. Mercy was like my main. It's like, I like running around healing people. You know, but it's like, I like to prioritize the people around me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I like to prioritize. It's like, screw what y'all are doing out there. That's not my focus. That's y'all's thing. You go. Y'all are the team. But I'm keeping you motivated. I'm keeping you pushing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm keeping you laughing. I'm keeping you like, you know, ready to go on. I'm keeping your mind off of the heat. And I'll just start talking about some random stuff just so I get everybody through. You know what I'm saying? That's my job. You know what I'm saying? That's how I lead. And it goes unseen in corporate America. You know what I'm saying? It gets unseen in corporate America, and I don't like being the one to explain myself to like that to people. Like, I'm only doing it here because it helps people that may be need that little nugget right there, you know, a little gem right there. But it's like, I don't like explaining myself like that. But at the same time, you almost have to tell people that's what you're doing. Because it's like, oh, well, he messed up this table, but he's just such a great person. Oh, man, well, you know, screw it. All right, well, we'll just cover it. We'll figure it out. It's like, in all honesty, it started off in a manipulative way. You know, because I just didn't trust people coming out from college and these jobs, but then all these jobs where I was getting shafted, I was getting underpaid, overworked, underpaid, all that type of stuff. People taking advantage of the workers, blah, 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 blah. That I was like, okay, if y'all gonna keep doing this to me, I'm gonna get mines. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you got me on the time clock. Okay, you got me for now, but hold up, I'm getting mines where I get them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get me some pins from the office. What's up? Y'all, some real gangster stuff. You know, yo, them sticky notes. Yo, that's me, dog. Yeah. You wondering where those went? Like, my bad. It was simple stuff like that though. But like, just the little luxuries I can get away with that I was like, hey, look, it is what it is. So it started off a little manipulative, but it's just like the way my life has just been moving recently. It just, everything has been being used for the good now. Because I've also been doing a significant level of shadow work. You know, when you're in your mind this much out here in the field, you have a lot of time to reflect on life. You know what I'm saying? So this is where the randomness begins. And hopefully I come back to that because whatever. But let's talk about shadow work. For those of you that do not know what shadow work is you going with deep within your psyche to clear out past emotional traumas, to literally clear out that emotional toxins, that emotional sludge that has been building up, pretty much going outside in your front yard and pulling weeds when you had to do chores. You know, you had to go out there and pull the weeds. You know, and you're not just taking out the flowering part, because the weeds will always come back if you don't get things by the root. And that is what shadow work is. Shadow work is clearing out the shadows so your life shines brighter. That's what shadow work is. This week has been a lot of it. I've been forgiving people that I forgot. I've been thinking about people from elementary school. I've been thinking about teachers. I've been thinking about, and it's like, yo, I'm not mad anymore. I still have to work on college a little bit. I still have to work on college, but everything up to that point, it's just like, I just been thinking back, and I'm like, yo, but if I hadn't learned that, if I hadn't experienced that, I wouldn't have never done that. I would have never felt that. I would have never thought that. That would have never been the first piece of a building block for who I am now. So there is no animosity towards you anymore. There is no more anger towards you anymore. Yo, like, we good. Thank you for everything that you did to me. Thank you for the hurt you put me through. Thank you for the anger that you put me through. Thank you for the jealousy you put me through. Thank you for the feeling unappreciated and overworked. Yeah, I said everything opposite there. You know, overworked. You know, thank you for that. Because that's what motivated me to aspire for more. That by itself made me different from a lazy person that just gives up and complains that they don't get paid enough at Walmart. No disrespect if you're working at Walmart. It's just like, that's it though? To scan groceries. I mean, if it's your passion for some reason, then hey, if you're happy, I'm happy. But you telling me you don't have bigger dreams than working for some big ass corporation like Walmart that don't know you from nobody else? Hey, couldn't be me though. Couldn't be me though. My dreams are too big. But one of the things I've also realized is my dreams are also extremely malleable now. And a lot of people would say, well, why do you keep changing your dream? Why do you... The end goal is the same. It's just like there's certain little things I'd like to see along the way. You know how I put in the video, we write this thing called life. We write this play called life. We write it. We live it and we write it. And just imagine, for those of you that don't know about manifestation, just bear with me for a minute. Imagine real quick, just do this exercise with me real quick. For those of you that are new to this, and for those of you that really know about this, consider this a quick guided meditation. Imagine that you are so sure that whatever you say out of your mouth is going to happen. Right? Number one, you will watch your words. I mean, it's like, man, I am so freaking tired. Yeah, I'm so freaking tired, man. It's just, I'm so freaking tired. Oh my God, I'm so... I said, wait. Every time I say something, it happens. So I shouldn't say I'm tired. I should say I am energetic. I am pumped up for the next day. I am thriving right now. And you gonna start to live it. Because those words have a frequency. Energy, frequency, and vibration. All right? But imagine then, using that little setup, imagine then that you know exactly what's going to happen. You know when it's going to happen. You know how it's going to, well, not necessarily how, but you know that whatever you want in your world, whatever you want in your mind is going to manifest in your world. And sometimes it takes a minute. Sometimes it's instant. But when it does, it just feels like it was for you. Right? And that's just what my life has been feeling like. Tangent mode. My life has been feeling especially beautiful these past few weeks, man. And few months, really. I gotta be honest with you, it's like, even though I'm working back with things, I would honestly say for this past month, if I had like a pie chart of the types of thoughts that I was having, like a positive and negative, like a little pie chart, 90% of that pie chart would be positive thoughts. 90%. And that is definitely an upgrade from about even 75, 80, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And I've been starting to peak up almost like a stock chart. You know, I've been starting to peak up like in the 90s, you know, 90, 95, 95, 93, 95. Like that's like the where I've been at, because like my vibration just feels, you know what I'm saying? But my life has been especially amazing because it just feels like everything is just coming together. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like everything is just coming together in this beautiful way. You know, when you really do truly believe that you're protected, and you really start to embody that, and you embody it in the way that you want it to mean, not what even your favorite content creator said, even what I say. If you don't agree with me, then don't. This is your book. This is your story. This is your play. Make your own rules. It's your game. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, it's like I connect with my ancestors in my own way. And it's not trying to be disrespectful. I still may be ignorant, and I'm not doing something that could like boost these powers significantly even more. But like, I never felt the need to make altars with my ancestors because I am my ancestors and they are me. But recently, it's just like, it feels like they've been putting in work recently. Like, it feels like they've been putting in work recently, and they just been doing it like light work though. Like, and like, not like, you know, oh, we're busting our ass up here to no. It feels like they just be like, hey, what you want, kid? Hold on one second. There you go. Enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it feels like right now. I mean, I've been seeing just numbers. I mean, I've literally been seeing 111, 222, 333, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and zeros. But like everywhere though, driving by a building, the address of the building is 555 such and such. Me just vibing out while I'm driving. Look over. Oh, 333. Go over here. Taxi cab numbers. You know, 333, 333. I was driving. I was like, yo. I really, like, as I was driving, kind of reflecting back from the airport, I literally just got in 15 minutes ago. That's why I'm doing a brain dump right now. I'll go back and tailor these ideas later. But it's like, I literally was like thinking about, I was like, yo, I have been manifesting everything in my life so far. Don't get me wrong. There's a few other things I'd be like, hey, you, hurry up, please. Thank you. I'm waiting. I'm good. I ain't mad no more. But help me out. But everything in my life has just been manifesting. Numbers, signs. It's like, oh shit, something big is about to happen in my life. I've seen this movie too many times. I know the ending of this movie. It's like, oh shit, what's about to happen? And then the weird part is, it's because I'm anticipating it so much. I feel like that's what's bringing the manifestations into my life even more. I am so sure, I'm so certain and sure that my brain went in two different spots there. I said, but I am so sure that my manifestations are coming in, that they're having no choice but to manifest in my world. It's like, come on. It's like, it's almost like talking to a child that doesn't want to come over to you. It's like, get your ass over here. And they take 2 steps. Come on. That's what it feels like with your life. It's just like, oh snap, okay. And my life has just been feeling like this new level of high. And it's like not like a bad plateau. It's like I hit the new level, my new level. I know there's people further than me. I know that there's people that have experienced this. It's just my turn. Kind of like you playing video games with your cousins, playing video games with your friends, your family. And it's like, okay, my turn. That's exactly what it is. They played the game. They figured out the 10-hit combo with Jin and Tekken. You know what I'm saying? I know there's more fancy ones, but that's as far as I got. You know, it's like, yeah, okay, cool. But I wouldn't experience, I did it. And now you feel it, the same thing that they feel. That's why a lot of people that are operating from a lower vibration, they see you as condescending. Now, don't get me wrong, spiritual conscious community. When we are doing our own growth and we're starting to learn this type of stuff, and we start to notice that we are at a higher level of intelligence than certain people, and it's like, I get it. There is a little bit of cockiness and arrogance. There is. I will fully admit this is something that I've leveled up from, but I had to learn that. But you know, right? You do know when you're talking to someone that's at not, I don't want to say lower level in a bad way, but you're not being condescending. It's just like, okay, hey, yo, I played the game. I'm on level 7, but you gotta start at level 1. So, hey, let me know if you need anything. I got you. If you're really actually ready to learn, I'm here for you. What's up? You know, it's like, but I'm not judging you. It's just I climbed up the ladder, and you down there. So it's no judgment from me anymore. It's just, hey, and then I know what it is now. It's like I could read a low vibrational person. I could read a high vibrational person. You know, where was I going with that? My life is beautiful. That's a good place to always be able to start and be able to say over and over. My life is beautiful. It's truly amazing. All these signs, all this success I've been noticing and feeling, you know, the big things that feel like they're about to happen, yo. And then, like, with this week, with me being outside and out there in the desert, it was just like, I just got so much work done with myself that I literally feel lighter. I literally feel more balanced. Still got some work to do, but I literally feel more balanced. I feel amazing. And because I'm riding this high of this new level, everything's just coming to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't realize how easy it was to make people laugh. It's a weird observation, you know, but it's a really good feeling making people laugh. But not only do I like to make people laugh, I like to make people think. And I like to expose people to stuff that I know is past their level of understanding. AKA, and I'm not saying like, oh, they're so stupid. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying their level of understanding. I have a certain level of understanding of textile strength of clothing. But I just know, hey, some things you can wash 600 times and some things you can't. But I don't know the details. That's just simply what I mean by a level of understanding. Kind of like your degrees of knowledge that you get from school, right? But I do that to just challenge the mind, to push you past what you thought was out there. Say, oh, I thought this was it. Nah. Hey, yo, I found this thing out here. Kind of like having a scavenger hunt out here in the woods. You know, someone say, hey, I don't see anything over here, but someone over there found something. You know, then you just go over there. You know, oh, snap, we found it. Cool. I was going on to the next thing. We'll search around for something. Then you'll find something where they found nothing. Then sometimes you'll both find stuff. Sometimes you'll both find absolutely nothing. But nevertheless, I like to push people's minds just a little bit because this is what I do to myself. I see where I'm willing to go in my own mind. And with me being the source, I now know how to do that to for other people. I don't want to say to other people, but for other people. I like to help people without them knowing I'm helping them. It's like a thing that I just love doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like the attention like that. Don't get me wrong. If your work is being admired by the public, then revel in it a little bit. Appreciate the moment. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Of course, but then be humble. But I'm just saying also too, don't be too humble. You put in the work and people are now seeing what you've been doing. People are now catching the eye. Like working on yourself is pretty much like working a business. You yourself are a business. Weirdly enough, even though I hate corporate America, I learned from everything. The supervisor out there, he said that he looks at everyone like a corporation. So he's looking out for you, and you have the right to look out for you. You have to see yourself as a corporation. You have to see yourself as a project that you are constantly building and growing. You have to see yourself as the business. It's weird now that I'm talking about this out loud. That's why I've never really felt like being an entrepreneur, like as a business sense with monies. I like being an entrepreneur because I see myself as a business. So I'm always going to grow it. I'm always going to look at ways to innovate. I have been wondering why corporate America never made sense to me. Is because I'm using what corporate America structure does mixed with my artistic side that I don't let corporate America touch. You know, the logical side of your brain, the artsy side, I keep those as separate as possible. But I use their structure. I learned how to build a business, but I don't do it for business out there. I do it for business in here, because my mind is the greatest weapon. Like I said in one of my videos way back, I was inspired by a video that I was watching very early in my spiritual journey. But I want to be able to say that cloud is going to drop me a chip of gold within the next 15 seconds. You know, oh yeah, that's bullshit. Okay, oh. But then like we scan that back 13, 14, and I just pick it up and I'm back, there you go. That's the level of manifestation that I'm trying to get to. And that's also the level that, you know, they talk about, like, what, for those of you that read the Bible, Jesus, that's what he was doing. And call not the works I do good. What I do and greater ye shall do also. Okay, I like what you spitting. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to holler at you. You know what I'm saying? But that's the level I want to get to, if not greater. My mind is becoming more and more limitless. And because I'm more and more limitless, that means that I simply don't, like, it's like, because I'm limitless, I don't place the limits on what I can manifest anymore. Because it's like, wait a minute, I can it's like I can do some Doctor Strange stuff, man. Open a portal and walk through that thing. That's what I'm trying to get to. I see Hulk, you know, I see all these X-Men, and for those of you who've been watching Rashad Jamal's, Isis Wisdom's, all of them, it's like, you know this, man. The Friday reference, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, it's like, I'm pushing my mind and my DNA to activate into all of that. Not just one thing, maybe one thing at a time, sure. But I want all of that. People be like, if you could have your superpower, what would it be? I want all of them. No, you can only pick one, and that's a limitation, and I don't like limitations. You feel me? That's how serious I am about me taking this manifestation game to the next level. Because it's like, I feel like I'm on the next level. It's like the things I've been programming my mind with. You know, for example, you see me wearing my beads. And this is something that I would do when I'm out there in the field, when I'm out there in that burning ass 100. That car said 122. You got to take your mind off of it one way or another. And this is something I did when I first moved to Colorado with these beads. Use these for affirmations. Money affirmations, love affirmations, self-motivation affirmations. And just one by one, I am awesome. These have 108 beads, right? So I am awesome. 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 And you're saying that 108 times? What is the key to learning? Repetition is the key to learning. So if you're trying to reprogram yourself, repetition. This is just a tool. You don't need this. You can walk around, just say it to yourself without this. But this engages all the senses. You can see it. You can feel it. You can think about it. You know, it's like this is what helps reprogram that subconscious mind of yours. You know? Now we're going to do something fun here. And for those of you that catch this part of the video, you're probably like, what the hell is going on? Like if you caught this before I just prefaced it. But it takes me like sometimes like 15 minutes. And sometimes I have some very long affirmations and I go through them 108 times, you know? But one of the things that I like to do is I like to pay attention to this thing called time. And when you realize that that time is just another limitation that you still believe in, then your manifestations will also be fit down to a certain ratio that matches your perception of time in a strange way. Okay, so if you're very impatient, it feels like you're sitting there for so long. But if you're very patient, you don't really care. Which one would you rather be in? When you could just be there and be like, I'm just living in the moment. Or, oh my, why are they taking so long? Which one would you rather be? Zenned out, chilling, and no type of rush because you gave yourself the perfect amount of time to get to your destination, or to see the beauty and why life made you stay here a little bit longer? Or do you want to be all stressed out, releasing extra cortisol into your body? You know what I'm saying? The stress hormones, you know? Pick your path. But one of the things that I realized, though, is that as repetition is the key to learning, is that takes a lot of time. So for those of you that still believe in time, let me show you something real quick. And we're going to run a little bit of an experiment, and I'm going to make this a separate video one of these days. But actually, let me preface it like this. Told you I'm random. I'm sorry. Do y'all realize how long 60 seconds is? Like I said, this is going to be its own video, but it's like, do you realize how long 60 seconds is? We are moving in such a fast-paced world that 60 seconds flies by because your mind is always all over the place. But let's do this exercise. 60 seconds right now. You get the picture? Didn't that seem like a very long time? Now, there's 60 of those moments in an hour. Think about that. There's 60 of those moments, that long ass minute, in an hour. And there's 24 of those hours. And a lot of y'all spend all of that time operating in a low vibrational state, being mad, being angry. What do you think that's doing to your body? Why do you think we don't make it past 90, 100 years old anymore? Because we are stressed the fuck out with all the things that we are doing. But you see how long that minute was? I know some people that were watching this that just play me in the background. Some people are like, yo, is my phone still on? What just happened? But do you see how long that is? That's why they say use your time wisely. Are you going to use it on a whole bunch of things that aren't important to you? Or are you going to allow that much focus on whatever it is that you're doing? That was a thought that hit me the other day, and I can't wait to make that its own little short video. That's going to be fun. But anyway, you know, it's like that's just the way I operate now, man. I forgot where I was going with that. All right, random tangent. You know, but my life has just been like that. It's just been like that. Like, I've been awake since 1 o'clock this morning, and I am amped right now. Don't get me wrong, I was a little bit tired, but when I started just talking like this, I'm charging myself up. I'm a self-perpetuating energy mechanism. That's what my body is. You know, I'm out there in the sun. I am literally sparkling. And this is something I've been noticed for a while, but I finally heard Kalai talking about. I think I clicked a random video and because I don't watch him like every single video, but like I usually skim through. He's usually talking about the same things. Consistency, nothing wrong with it, you know. But like when I was I tuned into one of his videos, and he was talking about how, like, especially melanated people, you know what I'm saying, all the melanin is so beautiful, but like it's really starting to go into a crystalline state. You know what I'm saying? We're literally getting crystalline bodies. Now, I still don't have a full understanding of what that entails, but when I'm out there, I'm feeling amazing. I mean, I feel like I'm glowing because I know I am. I know I'm glowing. For those of y'all that can see, or like I can actually see mine. It's feeling pretty. I can see auras right now. Somebody is bumping, you know, but I've been moving in a state where I can see people, and people, like the people that I actually like interact with, like they automatically like me. And it's not like, once again, like I'm going out there looking for that self-gratification. I don't care if you hate me. If you hate me, there's something wrong with you, because I'm not going to give you a reason to hate me unless I'm just too real and you can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? But I just go around and people just like me. Why, do you ask? Number one, the high energy that I operate in, the high frequency that I operate on. I'm rising and rising, and I'm starting to find my people again. I was in the clouds. And that's what I failed to realize, and I'm realizing right now as I'm just letting information just flow through me. You know, it's just like, I've been in the clouds. I've been on takeoff, but like I'm in that part, and when you're in the clouds for a little bit, it's just clouds, and then you just pop out on top. I really do feel like now that I'm on top of the clouds now. I truly do feel like that right now. It feels amazing. Another reason for that is because I've been getting so much sun. This melanin is it makes me a big ass solar panel. I'm just like a whole electrical transducer with my locks, with my coiled hair, with this ether that I've learned that absorbs this and like pretty much downloads it and then starts to put it into the roots. It's all a network. You seen like a computer network, like a computer hacker, and you see the pulse go through the wires and stuff. That's what this is. But it's cosmic data. It's not like, you know, like touching my freaking hair to a computer and just downloading the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's just like getting the information, that raw data from the sun that I process into what I can articulate and understand, and then I process it into usually these videos or speeches that or like motivational tangents I get on, right? It's like, that's what it is for me. I forgot where I was going with that. I started loving myself. So this is what it feels like to love yourself, when you just get enraptured and just talking about your own greatness. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't go on loving themselves and loving themselves and loving themselves and loving themselves. People can't do it. And I know what it feels like. That used to be me. Every time I'm talking to people, I always say, do you love yourself? And some people be like, you know, but like, I'd be like, nah, you don't love yourself. Everything about you, mind, body, and freaking spirit. If you can't stand in front of that mirror, butt ass naked, and just look at yourself in the fully vulnerable physical state and just be like, yeah, I really love you. Be able to look at yourself, look at your reflection, not the reflections of so-called other people, other individuals' reflections, you know, but like reflections, the actual reflection in the freaking mirror, and be like, I love you. I love your arms. I love your fingers. I love the dirt under your nails. I love the toe jam. You know what I'm saying? Or, I love how beautiful you are. I love how clean you are. You know, I really love how you've been working on that. I really like that you did that extra set. You know what I'm saying, before you left the gym. I really, you know what? I really do like the fact that you did this and that. I really like the fact that you didn't complain in that moment. You got to be your own cheerleader. Don't get me wrong. This is from the lone wolf guy that's like starting to blossom. But like, it's like, that's just what it is. You got to love yourself. And even this self-love is a journey. Everything is a journey. But there is definitely a whole nother level of a self-love journey. Sure, you do nice things for yourself and you feel kind of good for a week, a day, you know, a week, day, hour, whatever the time frame is for whatever. But it's like you love yourself and you just be like, cool. And then you fall back into the bad habits of like this self-depreciating thought, accepting negativity being sent your way, not standing up for yourself, you know, not going against your morals or beliefs. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna backtrack. Hopefully I get back to this. Oh, I really hope I do. But it's like I had like a moment today, and this is just for I'm not gonna remember where I was on tangent, but take that energy, roll with it. But speaking of like standing up for what you believe in, I was on the plane today and I actually had like a lovely conversation with the young lady the entire flight. Actually, she was older than me, and it was so refreshing. I was like, once again, older women, I love y'all. Or like any women older than me, I love y'all. Just you're just so much better to talk to, you know. But we was just chatting, and like she wanted me to just have a drink with her, and like don't get me wrong, like I was like, damn, I really do wish I could, but I just don't drink. You know what I'm saying? And like I was saying, this is like definitely like a message for the fellas out there. You know, the message for the so-called simps that don't want to be simps no more. The men that are ready to the young men that are ready to step up to the plate and become a man. All the above. That's why I talk about the semen retention and that type of stuff. But like I refused to drink, and she kept trying. Mind you, the flight was at like, what was the flight? 6 o'clock. So like the flight was at 6 o'clock in the morning. Probably took off around 7, whatever, 6, you know, what, anyway, you know, whatever. It was early in the morning, and she wanted to have a drink because we were having such a great conversation, but she was like, you know, like, I just want to have a drink, you know, please drink with me. And I was like, yeah, nah, first of all, it's too damn early for that. Secondly, I just don't drink. I don't partake in any alcohol, at least at this point in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, but she just kept trying, you know, like she just like, you know, she would like say, oh, okay. But then she would try again and again and again. I was like, yo, what you trying to get me messed up? You know, flirting, you know, but like, nevertheless, it was just like, I didn't back down though, just because she was a pretty girl and lady tried to come out. I tried to correct my brain from like calling females girls, you know. Oh, is my phone dying? Ah, damn. Hold on 1 second. I told y'all this is gonna be one of those. Click ahead until I come back, because I'm not starting over. Keep that. You got charger. I told y'all this is the random stuff. Welcome to the randomness. One day I'll start doing lives, but I don't know. I kind of like being able to make sure I don't say nothing too wild that'll like get me in too much trouble. Not like I care, but anyway. Hold on 1 second, and we are plugged in, and my phone will not die, and I'd have to start this over because I would be so upset. But anyway, where was I at? Oops, don't lose. I was mid-story. Oh yeah, so yeah, like just talking to the girl, and it was like the lady. That's where I messed up. Okay, we back. Cool. So like, quick clarification. I don't like calling women girls unless they act like girls. I default to women now. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, you know, that type of stuff. And then if you act like a child, then that girl, You know what I'm saying? That's just how y'all know my breakdown. You know, for those of you that don't, man or boy, man, king, god, girl, woman, queen, goddess. It's a level of mindset. All right. Anywho, you know, it's like for my fellas out there that are trying to better themselves, it's like a lot of people start simping over girls when they do that. And like some dudes will have taken a sip. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes will have taken a sip. You'd be like, I haven't drank in years and blah blah blah. But okay, since this is a pretty woman, okay. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I don't know if I'm going to see you again. Sure, I got your number, but I don't really expect there to be a conversation unless you engage it. Like, I mean, like, you know, I started off, but it's like until you continue it. That's what I meant to say. Simple as that. I have no problem putting myself out there. Hey, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. If you don't text back, I ain't heard over it no more. It's just, all right, cool. You ain't it. And you keep it moving. You know, but nevertheless, like, it was a dope-ass conversation, though. This is why it's very important, and now I'm talking to everybody. This is why it's so important to just be your 100% authentic self from the jump. Let me tell you about this conversation, and once again, you'll hear about this because it was the most refreshing conversation I've had with a stranger ever in my life. Once again, this is why my life has been so beautiful. When I was talking to her, first of all, God damn it, I want to like just tell this chronologically, but that I know my brain is going to go all over the place. So let's go chronologically. Cliffhanger. I could be my own Netflix special. All right. If you want to try to find this, skip ahead and find it. Good luck. I don't know how long the rest of this video is going to be. But anyway, let me tell you about my week, man. So I go out to the desert. My job site is in like the Topak region of Arizona. It's hot as hell, right? We get out there, we're working, I meet the people, blah, bing, bada, boom. And I'm not going to tell all the details, but I'm just like, you know, going through it. The funny thing is like my partner is like a guy that's fresh out of college. So he has that young go-get-em attitude, but for corporate America. And I was like, I'm going to start working at you. I'm going to guide you. Like, I'm just going to give you some tidbits and you go wherever it is that you go. If you want to work your way up in corporate America, live your life. If something I say motivates you to think in a different type of way, then hey, I'm glad we agree on that. I'm glad we resonate. I'm glad I was able to attract you in this direction. You know? But it was really refreshing being around him. Because I was just like, damn, I remember when I was like that. Yeah, I was ready to do everything. I would have shined somebody's shoes when I first started. But then I became an adult and like a free thinker. And I was like, wait a minute. College is a scam. But anyway, I was like, college is a scam if you don't like utilize it in the way that it was sold to you, or if you don't become a lawyer or a doctor, and even if you do, half of them were drug addicts anyway. Anyway, it's just like to me, I didn't have a good experience with college, so I couldn't recommend it unless it was truly necessary for your passion. But anyway, maybe we'll circle back around to it. But it was nice being around him and like being able to also teach and educate someone. You know me, I'm a teacher, I'm an educator, but I'm also being able to talk with the bros on a construction site. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just out there and you could just say the most non-PC shit in the world, and you'd be like, and no one bats an eye and say, yo, fucking right, bro. Like, I hate having to act like I don't believe this. Seeing all these fucking pronouns and shit. Like, I hate acting like I have to, like I care. Yes, ma'am. Those are not my pronouns. You're sexist. You have a vagina. You're a woman to me. You have a penis. You're a man. What you choose to do is whatever, but your DNA speaks otherwise. Deoxynucleic acid speaks otherwise. You can't change that. Anywho, I like being able to do that on the construction site. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I love being able to just talk and just be free, and it's just like, talk about whatever. It's like, cuss as much as you want. You know, do whatever you want. Get away with whatever you can get away with. You know, it's just, that's the one thing, that's why I love construction. It's weird because I love being on construction sites. Like, I wish, no bullshit, it's like, when I make it big and I no longer have to work, I'm just going to try to be like, yo, how do I become just a guy that shows up to random construction sites, and if I really like the site or I like the team, I just travel with you for a little bit, and I just come motivate you while you're out here working. I don't do any of the work. I don't have to be part of any of the plans. I'm just like, yo, you doing that. You doing that. I'm literally just a hype man for a job site. I can't lie. That would be so fucking fun. Interesting. Anyway, that just like dawned on me. I was like, wow, that would be so fucking fun. Like, I always wonder why I never found, like, where do I like have fun that's not my house, that's not my brain? Construction sites are hella fun when you're allowed to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Right now, this site is on like a native land, which is kind of a blow to me because I completely understand why they are the way they are, but then I'm also like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the clashing of both worlds, but finding that balance. But nevertheless, you know, it's just like, it's just one of those things where I like doing that. I'm free out here. I love liberation. I love freedom. I love being able to say what I want. I love being able to articulate myself the way I want. I love being able to, you know, just believe what I want to believe. And if you don't like it, okay, we're not going to be friends then. Why are you mad that I believe in certain? I mean, you can get irritated. No, I can't believe people think that. That's so dumb. But that shouldn't be your entire judgment of me. You know what I'm saying? I could believe, let's just keep it simple. I could be Republican, you could be Democrat. And then like, I bet, okay, cool. But I would still take a bullet for you if we became friends like that. If we became lovers, if we became networking, if we become acquaintances, you know what I'm saying? Because I see it as protecting myself. I see everyone as my reflection, white, black, Asian, whatever. We're just living different experiences with the classes that we picked in this video game. That's all we're doing. You know, I forgot where I was going with that. Carrying on. But that would be a really fun thing for me to do. Anyway, so go throughout the week and you're getting acclimated to the heat. And that's where I got so deep into my brain because, you know, this is why I have so much to just brain dump on y'all, because I got so much time to just think about things from different angles and different perspectives, visualizing things. I'm visualizing stuff as I'm walking down using the Neville Goddard technique. When he was trying to manifest a trip to Barbados, he was walking down the streets of the sidewalks of New York, like New York City, and he was seeing Barbados as he was walking in New York. And eventually everything happened to get him there. That was a technique that he used, walking as if, and that's in that story quite literally, but carrying on the energy, literally putting yourself in the place of how would you feel if? I would feel the breeze. You know, I feel the sand, you know what I'm saying? I was, you know, blah, blah, blah. Or, you know, like you're trying to manifest friendship. Yo, I'm just laughing. I'm just having fun. One of the things I realized is I don't need, it's one of the things that I've learned as I'm talking right now is like, I don't need friends in the sense of not every single friend has to be in my life long term, right? Not every person I talk to has to be, it's kind of like, it's almost like trying to date and everyone that you go on the first date with, you have to date now. That's like the weird level of attachment that I had to people, because I had for the longest time that I've just come to realize is I have separation or had separation anxiety. So I'm always awkward with goodbyes because I'm just like, I don't really want to go because I really enjoyed your company and I don't want this to end. So in order to protect myself, my ego came out and said, okay, we don't like that. So to keep us safe, we're just not going to talk to people ever. And we are going to give off an energy that even though they see us, they will never actually come in our bubble. Therefore, we won't have to deal with the separation. Now, it makes sense, but you know, I was talking like that on purpose because it makes sense. Like, it makes sense, but that's what happens when you listen to your ego. It's like it thinks very crudely, very simply. And with me having that, with like that weird little negative thought form, the faith of a mustard seed can move mountains. So as it can do the good things, it can do the bad things, right? So that's something that I learned. Shadow work. Psh, I no longer believe in you. Don't need you no more. You know what I mean? And I reprogrammed my ego to start like thinking a little bit differently about that. It's like, oh, my ego. That's why people say you have an ego when you are very confident in yourself. Now, yes, there is a difference between cockiness and having that type of ego. But anyway, I don't believe in destroying the ego. But with me figuring that, I forgot where I was going, that friends, manifesting friends. Oh yeah, manifesting friends. It's like you can just see yourself having friends from time to time, just temporary friends. Hey, how's it going? Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. Hey, since we're here, you want to just go grab lunch together? I mean, are you in a rush? What's it? Live in the moment. Blah, 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 blah. And the people that want to stay will make the effort to stay in your life. So there's no need feeling lonely anymore. Realization on camera. And that's just my own personal realization. No need feeling lonely no more. Just talk to people. Some people are just fun to talk to. Really cool. I mean, once again, like, I'm still selective. Like, if you make it be known that you're ready to have a let's get it. You know? But then, if it's just, I'm still going to ignore you if I know that we ain't going to have nothing to talk about. Come on now. But but I could also be more open to just having good experiences and, like, being able to start from something without high expectations and even friendship. Still have high levels of people that I will call my friend. You know, I will still have to hold you to a high regard. You know, and expect that high regard that I see you as to push you there and get you there. You know, I'm a motivator. If you're my friend, I'm motivating you. Those of you in my Discord chat, you know I motivate y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if y'all ever needed me in there, feel free to ask me a question. I got you in 3 to 5 business days, because sometimes I forget to check it. but nevertheless, but you can just see yourself having having a multitude of interactions with a whole bunch of cool people. Hey, I talked to this guy. Oh, I talked to this chick before, and blah, 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 blah. And just have fun with it. And then when it's over, it's over. You know, you don't cry when you turn off the PlayStation. You don't cry when you turn off your TV, turn off the Netflix. I mean, some of y'all might, but you know what I'm saying? You don't cry when you do that. You know, it's just, boom, it's done. Have that same level of detachment from people. And weirdly enough, that will bring people into your world if you are experiencing loneliness. If that's not a video, someone please remind me in the comments to just, you know what I'm saying, to go back over that. But yeah, so going through the week, we just got into a nice little cycle, and feeling that heat, feeling that energy hit me. It was just getting raw data from the sun and just taking it all in, getting acclimated, getting used to it, and just day by day, it was a new challenge that I had to get adjusted to, but I wasn't burning like everybody else, because this lovely bronzeness we got going on right here. I didn't get that dark. That's weird. I just ate that. When you're working on a high vibration, it doesn't affect you as much because it just matches you. Anywho, so yeah, but then so then I found out by the end of the week, we didn't even have to stay the whole week. We got Friday off. So like, I originally had my flight for Saturday, but I was like, nah, we just gonna come back Friday. Boom. And we out. You know? So everything just in my life right now just feels like it's just coming together, man. So I've been awake since 1 o'clock. I'm not sure if I said that already, but like I said, we're going chronologically, and then we're just chronologically random right now. So I've been up since 1. Now last night, I am getting ahead of myself. So one of the things that I realized was a realization I had. So I went to dinner with the guys. The first day I went with like the new kid. I don't want to call him a kid, that's disrespectful. The new guy. You know, but the new kid on the construction site, because you gotta mess with the young guys. You know, it makes it more fun for them. I was like, I had lunch with him, and I had like fried food, because I was like, you know what? Let me just consider this like a vacation. Let me consider this like something that my grandma's been reminding. Hi, Granny. Hi, Mommy. But no, shout out to Grandma. Shout out to Mom. You know, it's like they remind me. It's like, hey, it's all this traveling you get to do. You know, and then my dad, he just reminds me of it as well. It's like, yo, shit, they paying for it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I see it. It's a little vacation. Now, don't get me wrong. We're going to be in work mode when I go back. I mean, it's going to be a long little spread of time. But, you know, but nevertheless, it's like, what was I going with that? Where was I going with that? Oh, my brain went in like 6 different directions. Holy shit. New guy, happy, whatever. Anyway, I ate some like food, vacation. I was seeing it like a vacation, you know, just enjoying the moment instead of complaining about things. You know, like I did when I was in Wyoming. It was complaining. Don't get me wrong. It's funny complaints, but it was complaining. Why complaining? Enjoy it. If it's a quiet place, enjoy the quiet. If it's a hustle bustle place, enjoy that. You know, because I'm not used to that. A lot of people try to run away from things. That's like running away from what you're scared of. Eventually, you're going to get tired. So wait, hold up. Before I get tired and you catch me, I'm just going to turn around and go square up with you. Like, I don't care if you're about to beat my ass. If I'm about to die, I'm about to die fighting. So if like freaking Freddy and Jason over there chasing me in my dreams, chasing me through the forest, and I'm just running, and I turn back around, he just ain't getting tired. Man, fuck it, dog. What's up? Like, you know, might as well, because I might just win. I might just hit him in his Achilles heel or something like that. You know, I've been in a good mood. I've been in such a good mood. If y'all couldn't tell, for those of you watching this from beginning to end. But yeah, so anyway, I had like a bunch of fried food, and I can't lie, it tasted so freaking good. As health freak and health nut as I am, I see food is like my recreational drug, right? How people do meth and cocaine and alcoholism, food is my drug. And sometimes I'm going to partake. You gotta balance the light and the dark. As above, so below. There's things to be learned from both sides. However, the things I learned are the more uncomfortable lessons, because I haven't eaten really that much fried food. Like I do off and on if I treat myself to a restaurant meal or something like that. But like I love like veggie tempura. Like, it's just deep fried vegetables, but like it's just good. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's my little vice. But eventually, like I'll get like full discipline mode, which I'll get to shortly, or I'll have like a very disciplined stint, and then like have like a little balance, enjoy the luxuries of this thing that we call life, and then move it forward. But it made my body feel weird. It literally felt weird. After eating it, my body felt like, it literally felt like the gelatinous material that it was. Like it really, my body felt fat. But not like fat, like, you know, body fat accumulate. Oh, I guess technically it is. Maybe that's exactly what you're feeling if you're in tune with your body. Okay, so if you were really in tune with your body, you would be able to tell if you were gaining weight. Because when I ate the fatty oils, it literally in my body felt like my stomach felt like it was oily. But not like in a nice way, like a greased bearing, smooth, like a well greased engine or something like that. But no, it felt like greasy, like grossness. Putting your hands in some jelly and squishing it. That doesn't feel comfortable of a feeling if I articulated that well enough. You know what I'm saying? Interesting. Okay, sorry, I just started thinking. Let me stay at least here with y'all, ish. But yeah. So that's just what it felt like, but it just felt good. It's just like it just get that little bit of dopamine. It's just like, all right, cool. All right, bet. Now we're done. And it doesn't help like the Lake Havasu. If any of y'all are out there in that area, shout out to y'all. If I got free time, let's link. It's simple. And let's go. Let's go meet outside and go burn outside, or go get us a smoothie. Which leads me to my point. I'm just like that, bro. But like, so I was really I was just getting back into experimenting with my diet, experimenting with my herbal supplementation routine. You know, for those of you that are interested, every morning that I've been doing for the past month or so, I've been on this pretty good regimen of mushrooms, certain types of mushrooms like reishi, turkey tail, lion's mane, cordyceps. And sometimes, like if I'm carrying more, then maybe I'll even get the chaga mushroom for antioxidant support. But go do, man, I ain't gonna say go do your research. I'm gonna give y'all this one. All right, so I don't remember everything. I'm just gonna give y'all the bits and pieces of what I use them for, and then you continue your own research and you just go build upon what I do. All right. But chaga mushrooms are antioxidant, anti-aging, getting rid of free radicals in your body. The free radicals are what ages you, right? Oxidation. You know, you're quite literally rusting. Why? That's why like you're like a nice flexible child, and then over time you stiffen up. Now, don't get me wrong, there's dietary choices and surrounding environment, you know, that's like wearing you down, all this pollution and all that we're being bombarded with. But, but, you know, if we're just looking at things at face value, it's like you age, right? You can almost look at that as rusting, like how a car ages, it rusts. Well, look at that as you rusting, oxidation, right? So as you're aging, what was I going with that? Oh yeah, as you're aging, it's the free radicals that are doing that, the extra electrons and all that type of stuff. So that's what the chaga mushroom was for. Reishi, I think, is just overall immune support. Turkey tail is immune support. Reishi, someone's filling in the blanks for me right now that's watching this, but nevertheless, whatever. Reishi's in there for something. But my favorite one is cordyceps. Cordyceps help you with energy production. You know, so like you literally have more energy to work out, and it's not like a pre-workout high. It's just like a nice steady energy, and it just helps your body generate more energy. So go do research on how it does all that and blah 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 blah. But then also with those, I also take Shilajit. I've made a video about that on my channel. If you're interested, I explained it way better in there. But Shilajit is really good with fulvic acid. Someone said watch out for fulvic acid, but I'm doing my experiments. I feel great right now, you know. But it gives you hella energy. Like you're going to be wondering, like, yo, what's going on with me? Like, is this legal to have? When you're like the first like week or so that you're taking it, and then you don't taper off like you go down. It's just like, once again, it's just a new state. This is a new baseline if you keep taking it. And then, but like if you stop taking it, then like your levels will drop, but not like crash and go through withdrawals. It's just like, whew, all right, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's really good with energy, muscle recovery. And if you do get the Shilajit, I heavily recommend that you get the resin. Do not get the powders. Do not get the capsules. You have to get the resin. That's a lot more potent, and you don't even need that much of like a little, like barely even noticeable dot, like the tip of a fork or something like that. It will fill an entire cup of water brown. All right. And also too, I prefer to take it straight, like put it on your tongue so it gets directly into your bloodstream. But if you do that, just understand that it has a very strong smell and a very strong taste. I personally have terrible, like a non-existent sense of smell. And this is for those of you that are bugging. It's like it was before David 91. You know what I'm saying? It was before then. It was like I haven't been able to smell for years. You know, but it's weird. I kind of like it. Kind of like how sometimes I like playing my favorite games with the volume off to test myself. It's just kind of, I like it. I feel like it helps me more. I can go into like crazier, nastier places and I can't smell it. So it's just like things don't bother me as much. And that, weirdly enough, also helps me stay, you know, balanced. It's weird, but I look at the curses as blessings. Turn that lead into gold, mental alchemy. Nothing that happens to me is for anything nefarious. And even if it was, it's going to work out in my favor because that's just how my energy is. I'm a mirror. You know, I'm a filter, what it's like I'm starting to feel like now as well. You know, I'm a filter. I take that energy and I'm a filter for my life and I'm a mirror for yours. So I take that energy, boom, take it, boom, and turn it into something great for myself. You can't hold me down. You can't nothing hold me down. Like, but seriously, you know. So yeah, there's that. And then monatomic gold. You know, monatomic gold is one of my favorite ones. Shout out to Mr. Alex for the Sacred Energy site. That's where I got it. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a big secret or not. That's why I told you I'm not ready for that life. But nevertheless, you know, shout out to you because like I did try the one off of that site and it was amazing. You know, and if you had your affiliate link, go ahead and post it in the comments and I'll pin it. You got it. And you can have all those benefits. Enjoy. But yeah, that monatomic gold is actually pretty cool. And monatomic gold, it stabilizes both hemispheres of the brain. And like it's almost like a specific type of lock or something. Like if you have like a what's it called? The little zip ties, right? And when you coil it on itself, I've used a zip tie example many a times. When you pull it, it like tightens up. And if you try to push it back through the loop, it doesn't go back because it's like it's interlocked. Like, you know, it can't go back. It was able to boop, hop off, but it can't go back in, right? Oh, I should have been doing that this way. Anyway, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, it don't matter. All right. It's like, but when it balances the side of your hemispheres, it's like when you're in balance, now everything is going smooth, kind of like a smooth road. This monatomic gold, it smoothens out the road of your mind. You don't want to be driving on potholes. You know, you don't want the road to be uneven. You know what I'm saying? Where your car's just bouncing all around. It's more so like it smoothens out the road. It's a freshly paved road. And you just go. No rocking. It's just... I've been driving a lot. So that's just where my mind's at. You feel me? So that's what monatomic gold does. And it quite literally like boosts your intelligence. But once again, when you're going the holistic route for things, you have to realize that it's a cumulative effect. Now, the monatomic gold and the shilajit, you'll probably feel instantly. And there's other herbs out there that you could possibly take that you will feel instantly. You know, but one of the other things I'd like to recommend to you is Gotu Kola. You know, another herb called Gotu Kola. Gotukola. Okay? And that one helps with brain. So, like, you know, the monatomic gold and the Gotu Kola, like, you're on another level. But once again, watch it build up over time, and then watch how your thoughts change. Watch how fast you are. Watch how fast you knock out things. Watch how deeper you get into your mind if that's where you send your energy. Watch. Where attention goes, energy goes. So pay attention to what these things are doing for you over time. One of the things that people got to stop doing is, especially for people that are new to holistics and herbs and that type of stuff, and they're breaking away from pharmaceuticals, is like things they have to build up in your system. And your body also has to get acclimated to some of these herbs as well. You know, your receptors have been all fried up and all misconstrued and confused and blocked off and shut off, you know, from all these pharmaceuticals. So now your body has to like start to reprogram itself and start to create new neural pathways to accept this new thing, you know, or just somehow your psyche even, you know, has to get ready for this new type of energy because they're herbs. They are living. They carry a certain type of energy with them. So that's something that you probably have to get ready for as well. So it takes time. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, so bringing it back, we're still going in order. We might get random, but we're going in order. I'm using the story I want to tell as my baseline to keep me before I go completely off the rails. But, so, I was experimenting with my diet, and one of the things that I was having, one of the ideas I had was, wait a minute. If it's hot outside, shouldn't you drink hot water? Not cold, refreshing water. If it's 90 degrees outside, shouldn't you almost be drinking 90-degree water? Because then you are filling yourself up with the exact temperature of what it is outside. I'm experimenting. I'm not saying this is the answer. I'm just like, some of y'all are like, yo, this dude's stupid. And some people are like, yo, that made complete sense. I'm just raw data. You use it as you wish, right? But yeah, it's like, that's what I was experimenting with. And also, if I'm not eating a lot, I was actually very, very easily doing 1 meal a day. Easily doing 1 meal a day. And then on the last couple of days I was out there, my one meal was a smoothie. You know, and it's like, the first day it was one, but then I realized I need to like still super load up. And fruits have water in them, so not only have I been drinking pretty much 1.5 gallons, 2 gallons of water all day, you know, but I'm also drinking these smoothies at the end of the day, and I get to save on my per diem because these smoothies only cost like $7 each, you know, for a big old cup. Yo, I know how to work this system, boy. You know what I'm saying? By making it all work for me. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting to the point where I'm starting to get recognized at this smoothie place. It's like, weren't you here? You see what I'm saying? Repetition. Repetition is the key to learning. So people need to repeatedly see you in places. Then, but oh, I always see you in here. Like when I'm at the park, like when I go to the grocery store, when my friend visited, you know, we went to the gas station. He said, "Oh, you the dude that be working out in that park? Yo, what's up, man?" Like, you know, I was just like, hey, you know, so make yourself a regular somewhere. You know, let me put you on game real quick, talking about manifestation. You know, I've been feeling so wealthy lately that I'm gonna start hanging out, like make it like every time I come home, always go to this lounge. You know, the Peak Lounge, Peak Lodge, whatever. You know, here in Denver. You know what I'm saying? If you in Denver, I mean, let's go. Let's go have a bougie ass night and we can eat appetizers. You see what I'm saying? It's like right now in the physical, it doesn't look like I am rich. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I'm just getting prepared. Let me start to set the scene. I'm starting to set up the props of this act of my life. That's another that's another way we can look at this though. You know, it's like I'm setting the stage. So I'm gonna start going around the places, walking as if. I'm gonna start going to places that I'm going to be going when I'm financially set. You see, when I'm financially set. So like I said, if you in Denver, if you in Colorado, you want to go figure out how to even get in this place, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? We can all feel bougie, eat some appetizers. Because I looked at the menu, 18, 12, 18 bucks, you know what I'm saying? That's light. You know, and we get to see a view and be in some bougie environment. Mwah, beautiful. All right, but where was I going with that? Where was I going with that? All right, must not be important. So anyway, yeah, so my diet has been experimenting, blah, 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 bougie. I couldn't bring it back this time. So just continue on with the story, you know. But one of the cool things that's been happening too is like I have people coming back in my life, you know. But this time it's like I feel like it's like, okay, you were too immature for this friend, or they weren't in a good place to be your friend. Now people will come back and you can now have a second look, if you will. Kind of like a not to be disrespectful to people, but it's almost like in dating apps when you swipe and they gave you the swipe back button, like, oh no, I got used to swiping left, or I got used to swiping right, or whatever. Nah, hell no, or hell yeah, hold on, like I went too fast. That's what life is doing to me right now. It's bringing someone back, not someone in particular, just like, you know, it's bringing people back. You know, it's like I had 3 people from college hit me up within the same month. You know, only one of them is like actually have a place back. I'm like, okay. And now that I'm older, I realized I was too immature to communicate with you, and you were in a different place where it was like you didn't connect with me, and we were just way different. You know what I'm saying? We went in our own directions, but the way life works, eventually if you're going this way around a sphere, what happens? Boop. You know, and you will cross paths again. And if it happens again, oh, it was meant to be. You know, or, you know, some people try to get back in your life and they just want to keep causing more fuck shit in your life. Then you have to make that decision. That's why it's up to you to practice your discernment and allow people some in and block off others. You know what I'm saying? It's like there was a couple people that were my friends. I'm good, bro. I don't really. One of my roommates hit me up. Hey, I really don't want to see you again. And that's about it. And I was actually very clear about that. You know, I don't like pussyfooting around things no more. I'm just like, hey, would you rather know? It might piss you off, but it's not going to affect me because I really don't want you in my life anymore. If you're not in my life, you get no attention. If you're not getting any attention, you get no energy. Attention, where attention goes, energy goes, right? Simple as that. And I've been having some great conversations, but you know, it's number one, it's a part of where I'm at in my life and me wanting to fulfill my purpose with friends and help more people, but really have intimate sessions with people where I can really like get down, like really get to know you and what you're going through so I can help. But one of the things that I learned from my friend that just came back is that, like, you know, it's like people are not willing to let people in anymore. Everybody's been so closed off and been such an individual, been so far away from one another, where we should be opening ourselves up. You know, my grandma likes to joke me. She's like, you just be saying everything up there. I really do. Because it might be funny to watch back one day. I don't watch my own videos. He's calling me. Nah, not right now, homie. Not right now. Not right now. It's like the guy, like, I'm talking about work and he calls. You see the synchronicities? This has been my life recently. I promise you. This has been my life. But anyway, he's probably gonna text me here shortly. But it's like that threw me off. Come on, homie, you messed me up, homie. But yeah, where was I going with that? Where was I going with that? Okay, whatever. It's gone again. But yeah. So after doing all that type of stuff, like making my body feel good and being in touch with myself, I was like, yo, this has been a great week. It's time to go. So I've been up since 1 o'clock this morning. This is where we almost like get back into the cliffhanger, right? And say, if I don't forget, I'm just going to move the story forward. So it's like, for those of you clicking around, this is for the cliffhanger. For those of you that synced up like that, that'd be amazing. If you're someone that just trying to find the story, you're welcome. All right, I know there's chapters in here, but I don't watch my own videos. But so I've been up since 1 o'clock this morning, and one of the cool things is the night before I planned everything out in my mind. The same way that I'm manifesting things to be brought into my life, I almost manifested my next day, as in setting the schedule in my mind. But not just saying setting my schedule in sense of time, because time is a trap, and I now see that. Not saying at 1 o'clock I'm going to do this. Of course, we have to use it here, but it's like not at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5:15 to the schedule, and like planning it out like that. But no, I'm going to put this here. I'm going to, like, because I sleep in my drawers. So, like, you know, I'm like, okay, so I'm going to put these shorts on with this belt. I'm going to load my pockets now with everything I need. Boom. I'm going to put that there. Okay. I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm going to take my stuff. And I'm going to do this. And actually, no, I didn't take them today. It's like, so I'm going to take them, but I changed my mind later on. And I'm going to go ahead and pack these up now. They're already in the bag. I am packed up. Everything is good because I know I'm going to be tired as hell, and I'm not going to get a full night's sleep tonight. So, cool. Then after this, I'm going to do a check. I'm going to do this. I'm seeing everything I'm saying right now. The night before, you know, last night, I'm seeing this. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this, that, boom, 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 pack it up, zip it up, put that there, last check, do this, get this, go out the door, luggage, back of luggage trunk, boom. You know what I'm saying? That was the plan, right? And it got executed with precision this morning. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Like, it was pretty much like step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. Step 4. And we were out the door within minutes. It was perfect. And then I just got on the road and we was driving. So one of the cool things though was, like, you can see Vegas's light pollution from so freaking far away. Like, I was convinced that there was a UFO behind the clouds, because it was always just like this light in the sky, and there was like this. It was like kind of cloudy, you know, kind of cloudy, kind of foggy even. But nevertheless, like, you can always see this is bright light over the mountain, and you know, it was just funny like that. So as I was driving though, like, I was really just listening to some of the longer content I like to partake in. And then I started listening to a few songs. And then I'm listening to some of these songs. I'm like, yo, I listened to this song at this point in my life. I listened to this song at this point in my life. Like, that's my connection with music. I can't even name all, or I can't even like sing the lyrics to like my favorite songs. One of my all-time favorites, like, it's hard to pick a favorite, but one of my all-time favorites is a Healer by Mick Jenkins. You know what I'm saying? Go check that out. And shout out to Winklebaum, you know what I'm saying? As I see you post that when I still had Instagram. I see you post the Waters album. I was like, yo, the taste, yo, she got taste, yo, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? But that's my relationship with music. They're like, you know, they're like memory cards for me. It's like my PlayStation 2 memory card, and this one's actually broken. Like, I got a lot of data on this freaking card, but it's like, but that's just what they are for me. I'm like, yo, I remember this was this was that. And since I've been, and what I've also been noticing with my music is, like, I'm struggling to listen to violent music. Don't get me wrong, I still feed my lower self. Like, once again, the balance. But in my free time, I don't feel the need to listen to it. It more so annoys me. Yo, I'ma shoot you. I'ma pop you in the head, nigga. Yeah, nigga, I'm gangster. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you a pussy in real life. Or you out here like straight up snitching on yourself in your rap lyrics. And it's just like, I'm more mad at that. Like, I care less about the crime you actually committed, but more so I care about how stupid you are that you got on camera or on record. You got on the mic and you dropped 16 on some incriminating evidence. You know what I'm saying? You seen it was like that Key and Peele skit. It's like I shot Darnell 9 times at 9. By the way, it was November 9th. You know what I'm saying? Like he just kept saying it over and over. Like he was just saying more and more information about himself, and then he tries to defend it. Like it's like, yo, fam, there's a certain amount where it's art, and then there's a certain amount where it's like you're literally giving them everything that they need to go find. Yeah, bro. And when I shot him, I dropped the burner at 52nd Street and Maples. Yeah, really. Yeah, they never gonna find it in there. You know what I'm saying? That insert word, like the Kevin Hart. I only use it like in like rap lyrics, but like it's like, you know, it's like that insert Kevin Hart meme. if you catch my drift, you know, it's like that's just what it is. You know, for me though, it's a memory card, and it feels good because it feels good to revisit the past. People say, "Oh, don't go to the past. It's the past. Leave the past in the past." Nah. I mean, it might be traumatic, it might be sad, but like I reflect on it and see what I've overcome. That's what this whole drive was. Me reflecting on the things that I've overcome. And also being dumb tired, like, you know, driving. I was like, yo, bruh. I was like, come on. But like, I don't stop. You know what I'm saying? I don't stop. So, I mean, it was only like a 2-hour drive, but I was running off of 4 hours of sleep after spending a whole week in minimum of 115 degree weather all week. It was, but nevertheless, like that's one of the things that I was thinking about while I was driving. Then there was just certain points where my brain turned off. There was like no thoughts, and it was just silence. But it was a great drive, you know. Even though I couldn't see nothing, it was just a great. I like driving. I love driving. It's fun for me. So it is what it is. So then got to my flight. First of all, Las Vegas airport is trash, or maybe it's just how Frontier like lines things up. I don't know why. Like I never feel that, especially for a short flight. I don't care about Frontier. Like it's like I'm on the plane. Ain't nothing gonna happen to this plane. It's like, no, we on Spirit because my Spirit's protecting all of us. You're welcome. Ain't nothing happening while I'm on this plane. I'm protected. You feel me? My ancestors looking out for me effortlessly, and then I got it on my own. But if I ever get caught lacking, they got me, you know, because they always looking out for me. Time doesn't exist to them, you know. But anyway, the Vegas airport in Frontier, whatever their situation was some trash. You got the stands up here, but then they're not labeled in any type of way. So if you stand and go through this whole line. There's a mean line that early in the morning. Well, I guess it ain't too early. But anyway, but like when we were going to the little kiosk things now, because I be flying very sporadically. But like I went to the kiosk, got my I was trying to like check in, and I was like, wait, how do I get my boarding pass? Wait, hold up. And then I didn't get the thingy, and my app is glitching right now. So I typed in the number, blah bing, blah boom. But then it said printing this, but it printed like the label. I was like, oh, okay, cool. This is the label. Okay, it's also 1 o'clock in the morning, so I might be a little slow. So then, like, I'm like, okay, get the thing in. But then I was like, wait, where am I supposed to be at? Because then they were like, no, then you have to go over there. I was like, wait, why did I just do this and I have to go wait? I just waited in line for this, and you told me to go, and then I have to go. But I was like, yo, y'all mad disorganized, but I got here in plenty of time, so I'm in no type of rush. That's why they say get here 2 hours before your flight. Sometimes there's a good reason for that. It's really nice to just get there early and just chill for a little bit instead of like rushing and running through the airport like people be doing on connecting flights and stuff. You know, it's actually nice being able to talk about flights. You see how the manifestation is like starting to bring itself into my life? Like y'all see that, right? It's like I'm thinking of sitting in like with my penthouse views. I'm living in a wealthy, abundant mindset. And then I'm going and I'm starting to hang out in fancier little places. I'm starting to talk about flying. I'm starting to teach you what I'm learning about flying. Once again, it's common sense if you're traveling and all this type of stuff. But if you don't have the resources to do said traveling, either go into the ether and grab those resources, or wait in the physical, bide your time until you save up for a good event, a good vacation, or get rich and then you can just buy everything. Nevertheless, it's all phasing itself in. That's where a lot of people, they miss the signs like that because that's how it's coming into your life. But if you keep missing the message, it's just floating outside your life, literally cycling over and over. Oh, and then once you notice it, it's kind of like in a construction site. I'm teaching y'all from my experience. On the construction site, you have to wait for a big machine to go by you, but you don't want to get ran the fuck over by a big ass, you know, like beep Tonka truck out here, right? So it's like you wait till you get eye contact, because sometimes they just be chilling, people getting their muscle memory, or they didn't see you cross or something, or they looked down their phone for a quick minute and then start going and they didn't see you. It's like, so you just word, you know, and then you do what you gotta do. That's what life is doing to you with signs and messages and lessons and all that type of stuff. It keeps on replaying it until you get it. It's kind of like a training module, you know. Once again, I'm coming from work. A training module where if you fail the test, you gotta retake it. You failed a grade in school, you gotta retake it. You know, you failed a level in the game, you gotta replay it. That's what life is doing until you finally get the picture, and then it rolls on. You see what I'm saying? So, let's see. Coming back, confusing. Las Vegas. I say I wish like if when I stay down there, I could probably take a couple trips to Vegas, but dang, I don't know. I don't really think there's too much for me there, but we'll see. But yeah, so one of the things then that happened was like the flight, and it was weird because number one, it started off beautiful because for the entire onboarding, it was a seat in between us, and I had space. It was beautiful. It's so beautiful. But number one, you don't pay to pick your chair. I'm not paying an extra 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks. Like, I feel like that's just not gonna be me. It's like, yo fam, I'm not getting, it's not even like a money thing. It's like, fuck you. Like, it's like, I gotta pay. It's like, nah, you better get the luck of the draw. And I kind of like that. I got like an upgraded seat, like a big nice seat at the front of the plane. The first time I flew, and then I flew for balance purposes, as above, so below, polarities. You know, for coming back, I flew with like 2 rows from the back. So it's like everything balanced out. But either way, there's a empty chair in between me and the dude. And it was great because, you know, you like to have that extra space. You know that you ain't gonna have to be like kneed up with people and all that type of stuff. But then, like, you know, as everybody was loading up, I was like, oh, bet. Like, I buckled my seatbelt. I was like, one chick gets on the plane. I was like, bruh. I was like, she better not be. She did. And I was like, at least she cute. All right, come on. You know what I'm saying? So it was interesting because like she started talking to me like she knew me. Like, she's just like one of those just freaking balls of energy. She's like, sometimes people have to tell me to shut up and blah, blah, blah. I said, hey, nah, do what you gotta do. And at first, like, I can't lie, like the old part of my programming was waiting just waiting for her to shut up so I could go to sleep. Once again, been awake since 1 o'clock. I still haven't been asleep. I started recording this the second I walked in, a few minutes after I walked in. But she just kept on talking. And then, like, I was just like, yeah, you know, blah, 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 blah. But then, you know, you can't do this to me. She asked me about my crystals. I was like, oh, shit, she knows about crystals. All right. So I said, hello, how are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? And we was dead just talking like we were friends. It was just like, it was mad nice. That's just like, this experience was literally like, once again, not every woman I talk to needs to be my wife. Not every woman needs to be a dating caliber. It's just like, you're a pleasant woman, very attractive woman. And it was nice chatting with you. You know, it's like, got the numbers, but bada bing, bada boom. Now it's up to you if you want to continue the conversation. You know, it's like, but one of the things that was cool about it is like the level of openness. But the other thing is like, she was like, I could tell like if she was like high already, because she kept asking me the same shit over and over again. I was like, I don't know if this is just if you're high, because like I started learning more about her. She likes psychedelics. You know, it's like she's into psychedelics. She's into moderately, but she just has a fun soul. That's just what she does, you know. And then like bar hopping, she's just living a young person's life. But like but then it was just like, kind of funny though, because we were talking about crystals, talking about manifestation, law of attraction, proper energy, waking up in the morning, doing meditation or setting intentions, you know, all that type of stuff. I was like, yo, I just had an amazing conversation about spiritual stuff, which is why it's so important. I feel like this is where I got lost last time. Why it's so important to be your authentic self at all times. Like, what if I'm talking to her and I'm like, yeah, babe, what's up? Yeah, oh yeah, I have a Maserati. Yeah. And like, nah, because she'll probably like, okay, I don't feel a good energy from you because you're just loud, and I don't think that, you know what I'm saying? But because like I'm just big chilling. Where this is how I walk around construction sites with all this type of stuff on, and even construction dudes be like, "Yo, those some nice beads, man," and that's a cool necklace, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I'm being myself everywhere I go, even on a construction site where you think it has to be all rough and tough and dirty. I mean, it is, but like I'm also going to be me out there everywhere I go. I'm always me. I'm like really like starting to fill in my own shoes, or like becoming the man that I want to be. But it's like I said, I am the man I want to be. Wait, I am the man I want to be. So I'm gonna be me. If I were the man that I want to be authentic. I want my me just being 100% me wherever I go, to be likable. Say less. Start walking around that energy, and look what gets reflected back in my world, right? Even if people don't like me, if there's some people, look at that freaking weirdo walking around with all those rocks and beads and shit. Oh my God, fucking pussy. It's like, they're not a part of my life. So they don't even exist. I don't even think about them. Why am I worried about someone that's not going to make themselves known in my world anyway? They're just going to talk shit behind my back. You know? So if I wasn't being authentic with myself, that conversation wouldn't have gone like that. But also too, if I hadn't been working so hard in this shadow work, I wouldn't have got this next lesson. You see what I'm saying? If I hadn't gotten rid of that level of attachment, I'd be like, oh, well, she's not my type anyway. I'm not gonna talk. No, she was a cute girl, woman. Excuse me. You know, she was like a cute woman. So like, I was just like, hey, let's talk. And she was older than me. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, cool. But she was ditzy as all hell. And she asked me like what stones these were, like what crystals these were. By the way, this is my lapis lazulis. You know what I'm saying? But she asked me like 60 freaking times, but she got comfortable. Like I was like, I feel like you only get this off because of the conversation we had, you know. So like we cool now, but like homegirl like literally was just like by the end of the flight, her head was on my shoulder. I was like, oh, you one of them? You just mad comfortable with everybody, huh? But I was just like, all right, cool, take you a little nappy nap. It was strange, but then I don't know. She had to have been on something though. She was on a little bit of something. Like she had an edible or something before she got on that plane, boy. Cause like she had like a half a cup of wine, and she just started like zonking down, like kind of like spilling it like all over the place. I was like, you was on something, but hey, she was fun in the meantime. But one of the craziest questions, like this weirdest, biggest the takeaway from it, it wasn't the fact talking with a woman. That's normal in my life, semen retention life. I'll talk about that a little bit later on, you know. But it wasn't the fact that I was talking with a woman. It was the fact that she asked me one particular question that showed me like the depth of her soul. And she asked me like, and once again, spiritual conversations, and there's things I'm leaving out on purpose. I'll leave that for like the actual video I talk about this story. But she asked me, how are you so in touch with source? When she asked me that, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not used to having that level of conversation with people. I'm always like, I'm always ready for it, because it caught me off guard. But I was like, oh shit, we going there with it? Okay. This is how I got in touch with it. And I went on and explained it, you know, and I'm going to explain it for y'all since we're here. I'm so in touch with it because my first big step was to be bold enough to say that I am God. That was my first step. Now, some people that are Christian, Catholic, whatever, or have your beliefs of God, you'd be like, yo, who's his mans? I was with him until he said that. What do you mean you God, bro? What you mean you God? If you know how you have hairs that naturally shed, or you have dead skin cells that fall off, you're saying that's not you anymore? No, that's your skin, bro. That's literally your DNA. I believe that we all come from the one thing, the one mind, the all source, the one, the absolute epitome of oneness. That is what we all come from. And this entity, this being, this concept, philosophy, this whatever, is what some people call God, in my humble opinion. We are all talking about the same thing. If you call it a sky man, if you call it a man at a pearly gates, more power to you. But nevertheless, whether we believe in what we call the truth and conscious people, you know, is oh, this is the truth. If you still believe in God, give it to you by the. No, if that's their belief and it brings them power, why does it matter? That's your closed-mindedness. You see what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. There's some bullshit with it, but but nevertheless, it's like we are both talking. Both sides of the aisle are talking about the power. Even if you're atheist and don't believe in anything, you have the power. Then, if you watch motivational videos, you have the power. Nevertheless, all of the common denominator with all of that is there's some power there. And we are all tapping into it just from a different valve. That's all we're doing. We're getting our water we're getting all of our water from the same well, but we get it from a different faucet. You know, the same groundwater source, but we get it from the same different faucet. I'm all opposite right now, but nevertheless, you know, and so that's just my belief. That's how I came to it. I am God. So what would I be doing if I was God? My answer with that was help people, heal people, but then also too, live a dope ass life, which is what I signed up to do in the first place. This existence is a game. If y'all seen Rick and Morty, you definitely know this life is a game. And when you take off the headset, or let's just say this one is the real one, and you actually pass away, you transcend, you're not going to experience it. We don't experience death. We don't. How is it that I remember some of my past lives? You know, and by past, I don't mean like what I used to do in the past. No, I mean my actual last incarnations. You know what I'm saying? How is it that I remember those, but I don't remember I don't remember the necessary pain of the death? I like one of my past lives, I shared this before. It's like I definitely was like a Pompeii, you know what I'm saying? Or like if that was like actually a real thing that happened, but like whatever that was based off of or actual Pompeii, I was there. And in that incarnation, I was a woman. And I know it because I felt me covering up my niece. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt me like covering up my niece that I was with. And I covered her up, and then I just, and that's it. You know? It's like, you ever seen one of those, the way that I can explain death is like, I know, morbid topic, right? How we get here? He was flirting with some chick, and then there's some more synchronicities I'm gonna talk about real quick. Death, like the transcending process, is pretty much like a sports drink commercial. Well, you know, like when it's always like something splashing through the water, it's that veil of life and death. You know, so use this as an example. Seamlessly. So this is the veil, life. And then it splashes through the water, and then it's like, this is like just the other side. That's all it is. So that last breath is your soul going through that barrier, going through that membrane. You see what I'm saying? Another reason why this conversation, finish your freaking thought. So the how I became so in touch with Source. So when I started to embody more and more and more me becoming God, and me proclaiming it first, a bold declaration, but then it was also like a promise to myself to see it through. You see what I'm saying? I am God. I am a God. I am an angel. I'm even if I'm not necessarily descendant of angels in this incarnation, we are one anyway. So I can tap into your energy whenever I want. I can tap into the angelic energy. And once again, not like in the way where I get like the most pure, obvious downloads. Once again, I'm still growing. I'm still rising. But it's like I know when I'm tapped into it. It just feels different. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm getting right now, but the raw data is going to process eventually. You know what I'm saying? And the more that I realize that I can just tap into whatever I want, when I'm starting to manifest whatever it is that I want, it makes me really do feel that I am quite literally the God of my life. I'm quite literally the creator, capital C creator of my life. Because we die and die and die. Wait a minute. But if we keep dying, that means we don't actually die. Because if I died, it's over, right? I was taught that death means it's a wrap, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I'm here again. And then when I died here, when my soul leaves this body, then I'm going here. And when my soul leaves this body, I'm going to go here. Or I might not come back and I go to the other dimensions. Or I return back to just the one to be. And then you start the cycle over again. And the funny thing is, a lot of people see it as a torture. Like they said, like, I forgot which religious belief it was, but they said like life is suffering. If you make it like that, life is suffering to me is a contradiction. Life means teeming with energy. And if you're teeming with energy, if you are full of energy, then how can life be suffering? Because suffering means you're operating really low. At a lack of energy. A lack of energy in your frequency, your vibration. It's low, lazy, sloth-like, jealous, angry. You know what I'm saying? Or like sporadic, you know what I'm saying? Nah, life is beautiful. Life is life. I don't agree with that teaching. Don't care how established it is. Life is suffering. I'm sure there's probably more to it, but I don't even like saying that. That feels like a disrespect to this gift that I've been given called life. And when I start to enjoy what it is that whether I think I'm creating it, whether it's my angels, whether it is an external God, I'm still even open to these things. You know? Oh, he believes in it. I'm open to everything. I have my beliefs right now, but if I get proven otherwise, then say less. You know? It's like a lot of people, like, I feel like that's one of the, I like the freedom of thought. Go where you want to go. As long as you're empowering yourself, as long as you're empowering others and you're doing good in this world, who the hell cares what you believe in? Why does they believe in the Pastafarian, you know, the flying spaghetti monster, affect you? Why are you going home like raging out and breaking things over them believing something else? Just avoid them. This planet is big enough that you can not see some of these people. Hey, but life is suffering though. Hey, if that's like you want to live, enjoy that horror movie. That's just another genre of movie. But nah, my life is beautiful. And when I start to observe what I'm creating, I love it even more. I'm getting back into my art. I've been seeing poems starting to flow into my head, and I'm figuring out what I'm gonna do with that. I might even just sell poems as NFTs and just be like, hey, I don't really get this NFT thing, but I'm gonna just post it. You can own the poem. It might be worth something one day. But also too, speaking of which, quick little huge pivot. The paintings and the NFTs are really fun for me to make. Some people might look at them and be like, yo, who's this kid think he is? Or who's this guy think he is? You know, younger people looking down, younger people looking up, older people looking down at me. It's like, who's he think he is? I'm me. I have a $22,000 piece out there. Well, actually, not. That's a lot. Was it 2,200, 2222? I did the 2222 thing, but it's like 2,222 of the crypto, and each one of the cryptos worth like, you know, a few bucks. Like it is a different thing. I forgot how much it actually was. I almost forgot, but I just like making the art at this point. I just like drawing and making new shapes and different color schemes and different ideas to convey a message with a simple abstract art style. But it's just fun to make it. It's just so fun to make it and just post it up there. Why not? It's like the equivalent of SoundCloud. You know, I might become a world-renowned artist because of this type of stuff. Who knows? If the right handful of people get their hands on it, it don't matter, because I got stuff. Did I make it? I can't remember how much I priced the stuff at. You know, and the link is always in the description of my videos. Hey, I'm just saying, what if though? What if I put something out there for some crazy prices, and what if? It's like, I just have fun making it. But what if one of those sold? You gotta have that mindset. It's like, why are you so scared to fail? No one's gonna see it, so I'm not gonna do it. Okay, no one's gonna see it. So what you worried about putting it out there for? And if they do find it, they might call it trash and go about their business. Okay? And? You know, don't get me wrong, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my work, but the art is just like, I'm not doing like the artist, that stuff is like, I'm passionate about it and it's fun. I would love to do it every day. You know, that's why I'm starting to fill my life with it. But the art is simply fun. It's like a game that I don't care that I'm bad at. It's just really freaking fun to play it. You know, it's kind of like how Super Smash Bros. Or like Mario Party is really fun, no matter, even if you come in last place. It's just fun to see what's going on in the game. You know what I'm saying? That's just one of the things with my art. I'm like, oh, there's no technique here. This is bro. You, sir, with the beret and the fancy sweater, you are annoying. I'm just doing some stuff trying to help some people out. I'm trying to like reprogram people's minds a different way, but also having the time to do it. You know, I called my first one Digital Crystals. Right now I'm working on duality. You know, right now I'm working on duality. And it's just like the theme is obvious. Like, it's just like, it's symmetry, but in them, it's like conveying like, oh, you could do one like this. You can go this way with it and this way, but they're broad. It's open-ended. That's why I like abstract art. It's not supposed to be a definite message. Sometimes it's obvious what I was going for. Sometimes you're like, I don't know what he's going for, so I'm going to make it my own thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do with it. That's my intent with it. You know, like I said, it's a digital picture on the computer, right? You can easily, I don't care. I uploaded videos with music behind them. That was too much work. I don't feel like doing that again. But it's like, I like trying new things from time to time. And you can just download it, just copy and paste it if you want to have it. But I'm just saying, if you want to be like a true owner, if you want to be living in a wealth mindset, own art. Consider it an investment. I'm not trying to sell it. I'm just adopting a wealth mindset. I don't care if they sell. It's just, I just like put them out there. Like I said, I just say, what if? I'm gonna make another one. It's like a $1 million. There's a whole thing for $1 million. I'm gonna make all this art and just $1 million for each one. I mean, those freaking 8 things sold for however much. So, hey, I know I got some people watching me that'll buy a 1 million piece. I bet, hey, much appreciation. I'm going to fly out to you with this newfound wealth. We're going to go get us a smoothie together, you know, kick it for a little bit, show my gratitude to you in person. And then we out, speaking to existing people. Hey, Mr. Beast. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't take no handouts. Shit. Like, it depends on what you mean. You know, it's like sometimes your pride, I'd be like, man, hell yeah, give me that $1 million. No, I ain't taking that shit. Nah, I would not take it from a straight scumbag. You know what I'm saying? Where the money itself is, like, the money's tainted by this person that's owning it. No. Money that comes with costs. And, no. But if you know it's coming from a good place, someone that's supporting you, yeah, man, come on, bro. Don't block your blessings. You know what I'm saying? It's like my mom said, it's like, you better thank people. You better thank people when you get gifts, because they just gonna stop sending them if you don't. Oh, I sent him something, he didn't even say thank you. Okay, say less, never again. So you gotta do that with the universe. You know what I'm saying? Anyhoozle, what was I talking about? I lost it again. Moving forward with the story. So yeah. Oh yeah. So bringing it back. One of the other things that was like so cool though, it was weird because like I almost felt like I cared for this individual that I know I'm never gonna see again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, it was nice meeting you. It was genuinely nice. I mean, you were stoned out of your mind, but because you asked me 5 times if we were in Denver when we landed. Like, he was like, are we in Denver? I was like, yeah, we just landed. So we're in Denver, right? Yes, you said you've been here before, right? But like, it was just kind of funny because like when she zonked out though, like I was just like, you are really comfortable, but like at the same time, it's like, it's nice being able to let this happen. It's like, you know what? Okay, that was a good talk. I guess this is a good way to shake hands. And then like, it was just funny. Once again, I'll be more in detail with this like later on, like when I share the story, like in its own thing. You know, but like it was funny too, because like when we walked out, like we were just talking and whatever, and like we would talk about bing bada boom, and she was like, yo, it's like, you know what, are we gonna see each other again or whatever? And I was like, potentially. You know what I'm saying? Because like I don't know, I was satiated with just that. And once again, I like to, even though I'm ready for things, there's still like a part of the learning from the bad habits. It's almost like learning like a bad habit from your parent that makes you do something good. The source of it came from a bad habit that you turned negative. But one of my bad habits is, okay, that was interesting. That was almost like the first date. But I mean, not like the first day, like I'm planning on doing anything with her, but like, you know, it's like, that was like the first day. Okay, now let me see if you're gonna continue this effort. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if you were sober. That's the other thing too. Let me see if you were sober. You know, it's like, and let's see if I'm actually remembered, because your memory was trash. You popped a Xanny or something before. I don't know what you was on. You know, but anyway, you know, it was a great flight, man. And it was weird because there was like, it was something synchronistic about me talking to her, because I had just randomly, I had the impulse where, like, you know, listen to Ice's wisdom and like how her life is there, like what the vibration that she's on, and then she goes to like lives in Mexico somewhere. Like, I was like, could I live in another country? Like, could I? Like, I said, don't get me wrong, I'm a homebody, but then, you know, I like. It's like I still don't particularly like traveling, but it's like it doesn't bother me anymore. Like, if it has to happen, then I look forward to it. I look forward to the messages that I'm going to learn, or the lessons I'm going to learn. You know, I look forward to the new experiences I'm going to have now. I don't try to run from them. I don't hide from them. I don't have a bad attitude with them anymore. You know, which is something really cool to observe about yourself. You know, when you go back and be like, yo, that used to bother me. But anyway, sorry, it's I was about to go off. Let me please stay on this. You know, but like, as I was waiting to get boarded, waiting for boarding, I was looking at living in Mexico or something like that, like actually living there. And I was like, could I live in another country? Would I be able to get around? Would I be able to adapt? Would I be able to learn the language? And of course, it's like, yes, but once again, this is like a new venture for me. My brain hasn't created the neural pathways. So now I'm starting to be able to see myself once again. My world is growing. My limitlessness is expanding as I am one with the universe. The universe is always expanding. Therefore, I am, you know? And it's like, my options are now expanding. But one of the things that she said to me is like, I learned so much. I love reflecting on conversations where she was like, yeah, this wasn't available to me, so I have to figure out what I have to do now. I have to figure out my next steps from here. Now that I know it's possible, let me go see what's possible. For me, for some people, they go out into the world. They have to go physically be there. For me, I just need to see it in my mind. That's the Prince side of me. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But that's my Prince side, where he's like, make it make sense to me, and we're good. The kid in me. We're good. Just make it make sense, and we're good. That's just how he gets down in here, you know. And it was ironic because as I do this, like, the chick was Mexican, so like it was just like, oh, and I was like 1, 2, oh shit. Signs came just like that. That's why my life has been so amazing. Like, it wasn't just her, but she was the messenger, essentially. She was the messenger sent by the universe at this perfect time by being my boom, and we here, you know. So like, that's what I took away from. That's why it was so great. It was like, I got so many things to think about, you know. But then also too, it was like, it was also so nice to see someone so interested in the spiritual side of things, you know what I'm saying. Someone that was actually tapped in. Like, I was like, you do like Reiki stuff? She's like, oh, yes, I do. I love, but I do it on myself. I'm not at the point. And she said, like, you know, I'm a practitioner. I practice, but I practice on myself, you know, before I go affecting other people. I was like, yo, good stuff. And then she had like a whole Moldavite pinky ring. She kept saying it wasn't Moldavite, but I was like, that's Moldavite, sweetheart. Like, it's like, that's why I was looking at it. I was like, I know that's Moldavite, you know. And I was like, yo, you were definitely a messenger sent from above, you know what I'm saying. But it was just like, me not knowing how, like, her mind state with her always asking the same question over again, and how comfortable. I was like, all right, hold up. Like, I'm cool with you, but like, let me make sure, you know what I'm saying? You know. But nevertheless, man, got here, went out the wrong exit, you know. So like, my Uber was on the wrong side of the airport, so I had to wait. He had an accent. I thought he had an attitude. I was like, yo, don't mess it up like this. But he just, you know, English clearly wasn't his first language, so it was like, it came across as more blunt. And, you know, foreigners, like Eastern European type of stuff, you know, he was just like, he just didn't speak that much English, but he was making it work. And that just goes to show, man, there's no excuses. Homie barely speaks English, and he's making his way through this world in a different country that must not be his native country. What's your excuse? You were born here. You know what I'm saying? You're watching my video right now. You have a phone. You have a computer. You have a friend that's letting you watch this on your phone. You have something. Why are you not using it? Why are you not using where you're at as a starting point? It's just a point, like a focal point. You know, when they show you looking out, it starts off at a little point. That's all it is. That's just where you started. It's not about where you start, it's where you finish. You know what I'm saying? You walk the journey. You know, did you start, like if you're going on a hike, did you start on this parking lot or this parking lot? Did you start at the north side of the trail or the south side of the trail? You feel me? It doesn't matter because you still walked the trail. You still enjoyed yourself when you stopped focusing on, oh my God, I wish we stayed at the north side. Doesn't matter. It's the same trail. Walk the trail. But we should walk to the north. You spent the whole trail walk complaining. And that's why you receive to get any blessings. The blessings are always there. But with you dropping your frequency, with always being mad, angry, unsatisfied, you are sending out the frequency of being mad, angry, unsatisfied. And that's what your world will continue to give you. You know, it was actually really cool being able to teach her about the different manifestation techniques. She's like, so walk as if. So you see it first in your mind, and then it comes out instead. And she put that together by herself. Without me, I was like, there you go. I was like, you see it in your mind. So what is it that she's like, I just want a family. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I'm getting to that age, you know, so I'm starting to get a little nervous. I was like, sweetheart, you're going to be fine. But I could tell she tried to switch it over to me because then she asked me like 6 times if I was single. Single, do I have anybody? Do I have anybody on the side? And like, let me, this is actually a good point for the fellas out there, okay? Some men are one of those people that, like, whether they have something going on or not, oh, I'm mysterious, or you never give her what she wants to hear, or you need, no, you lead her, blah, 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 blah. No, you ask me a question, I'm gonna give you the answer. Like, I'm sorry, like, I'm flirting in a different way. Like, I like to navigate your mind. My flirting is actually getting to know you. And then if I see you as attractive, then now that I know you, I can make what I'm learning about you more personal. And but it's like a nice flow of exchange of information about one another. But me flirting, like, Birdman hands, lip licking, hey, that's weird. That's just not how I get down and being all mysterious. I'm mysterious when I don't fuck with people. That's when I'm mysterious, because I speak when spoken to. If I'm in a room with people I don't feel like talking to, I'm just not going to talk. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's crazy. Yep. Damn, that's crazy. All right, well, you have a good one. I'm gonna be over here though. Okay, thank you. You see what I'm saying? If I don't want to talk to you, I'm gonna be respectful, but I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what I'm saying? But when it came to her, it was just normal conversation. But it was just one of those things where it was just like, huh, these people exist in the world. We are not alone. That's one of the things about the spiritual journey. There has to be a lonely period. You know, I think my mom sent me a text. I put that in the back of my brain. It's like, sometimes you need to have that lonely period. You know, and mine are just because I see life as so long. As I see life as so long term, as I see myself being immortal, it's like my super ego. And by super ego, I'm not saying super ego is my super cockiness, but like the ego, super ego, like that background voice that like really just makes sure that you stay in a certain area. And I feel like that's where like orishas come in. Like it's like they make sure that it's not like that you have to worship them. They're just doing their job at an extremely high level. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I believe the gods are our brothers and sisters. So I just see them looking out. How you have that family member that holds the family together. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what I feel like the orishas are. But it's like, okay, yo, you in this dimension, so you want to utilize rage. Hey, yo, I got you, homie. What you need to know. It's like me. It's like if I ascended to like Orisha level, it's like I'd be or like a ascended master level or whatever. It's like I would rise up to like the master of manifestation, teaching people how to manifest. You know, sending you the hints and clues that you need to manifest, because I see myself as a master teacher in the future. I'm near that, and we will always be students to life. But I would love to be one day regarded as a master. You know, I would love to be able to say that I do believe that I have mastered a skill. Yes, I am always adding to it, tweaking it, always checking up on it, you know, practicing it, you know, not like saying it to prove it to myself, but always just never forgetting. And it just becomes muscle memory. It's easy it is for me to snap my fingers, you know, but I could see that one day for myself. And I'm not afraid to say that because I'm awesome. I'm awesome. You're awesome if you tell yourself you're awesome. But if you're not awesome, then people will reciprocate what you believe about yourself. You know? Another reason why people just like me is because I see the beauty in everything now. You know, I see the beauty in everything. I am appreciative of everything. On my drive here, on my drive to the airport this morning, like I just randomly, like I had a blank moment. You know, like a blank moment just driving. I just came back and I just said, yo, just thank you for everything. That was it. And then I had a little bit more silence and then I kept it moving. You know? Like, that's just like the vibes I'm in. Like, this transition is happening. I don't know what the end is going to look like. I don't even know if we're all going to experience the same thing in 5D. Because I do believe in parallel universes, parallel timelines and such. And I do believe that manifestation is literally just dragging and drop, like finding the infinite timeline that fits what you're fitting. But that's also why the shift from things, you get deja vus, synchronicities. It's like it's almost like another way to look at the numbers, the signs, is they are like the chains, right? Like, let's just make it simple. You see like a whole bunch of 8s. I'm not trying to throw no gang signs or nothing, but you see like the 8s everywhere. And that's like the bridge between the universe you were in into the other one, because like 8 is infinite, 8, but it's also a meeting point. That apex is a portal from one side to the other. That's why it's infinite. It just goes in and out, you know, but in and out repeatedly, like in a way that you can understand it, whatever. That's like, you know, you learn, like when something gets taken away, you can learn when something is given to you, right? It's infinite. So like when you're seeing those numbers and signs, you're beginning to manifest things in your life. And that's you moving. Once again, signs only follow your manifestation. They never precede it. So if you're seeing signs, you're seeing numbers, it's happening. But one of the things that I've learned is like, yes, things do happen in their own time. But when you're manifesting things, you have to first match the frequency of it. And sometimes you don't realize you're missing the mark, right? For example, for me, I'll use myself as an example. You know, you want like something that I've actually let go of this past week. You know, I was just having a talk with my mom. I was like, you know what? I'm done worrying about it. I'm done worrying about it. You know, don't get me wrong, I'll probably have like a few little moments, but like, it's like, no, I actually feel like I was able to separate myself from this. Not expecting so much from people around me, not, you know, but like, like where was I going with that? Because I jumped at something else. Lost it. Okay, pivot though, because I started thinking about my mom. A very important thing. Okay, I thought I was bringing it back. I'll probably bring it back. But one of the things that, oh God, that it was a sign, it was a hint. Okay, so the shadow work that is necessary is what helps you bring in manifestations faster. That's why I was originally going with it. You know, shadow work gets rid of the blockages that are quite literally blocking your blessings. The shadow work, I realized, like I told my mom, and this is, I'm glad, you see how the signs, the little bits and fragments came to me? That's why I'm being so random right now. It's like, I came to this realization with my mom. It's like a piece of shadow work that I had to do. Like my mom has this picture of like a woman, like wearing AKA clothes. My mom's an AKA. And like, she, like this lady looked like my mom. So number one, like, you know, you're a young kid and you see someone that looks like your mom and say, oh, I love you, you know, because like, that's mommy. You know what I'm saying? So like as a young kid, I mean like, you know, young, 5, 6, however old, like, but very young. But I used to love how elegant the woman was in the picture. And maybe like a day after this video goes up, like I might post that picture in the community chat so you know what I'm talking about. Because I really want y'all to understand something. Like this was a huge breakthrough for me. I realized like I pretty much fell in love with that picture. So now every woman that I was expecting to come into my life I was trying to make her that woman, but I wasn't consciously doing that. But because that's a record that I never turned off from such a young age, it's been playing and playing and playing and playing. And if you weren't that, then I don't see value in you. Not like I don't see value, but you know, well, actually, as I was growing up, yeah, you know, like, you know, as I've been maturing, it was like that at one point. But then now it's just like, oh, you're cute, but not what I'm looking for. You know, that's why I told my mom, I was like, that's my type. Now, how the hell do you find that? That don't exist on this planet. But transmute it. Turn that physical painting that I immortalized and turn that into the essence. And it's like, as long as I get this feeling, however you present it, in whatever order you do it, however you look, whatever. But once I take in the essence and I feel that energy, now that I've transmuted that into energy, this will almost look like a magnet that will attract that energy to me. You see what I'm saying? But that's why shadow work is so important, because it's things like that. That's how deep you have to go. Shadow work doesn't have to be all trauma, pain, pain, pain. It could just be you going to the I'm losing my voice now. But it could just be you going back to a point in your life where a negative thought form first started. It first sprouted. But anyway, I guess me damn near like not making videos all week. My throat's a little rusty right now, so we're just gonna cut it off there. I hope y'all enjoyed. For those of you that watch this from beginning to end, shout out to you. Shout out to you. Y'all are a different breed, but I very much appreciate y'all's patience while I'm going all over the place. For those of you that clicked around, did you have fun? Were y'all able to keep up with the story? How many times I touch on the same thing and how many times I forget it? You know what I'm saying? I like to do these from time to time because it breaks the perfect image of all the tailored messages. You know, it breaks the message. I might be starting back up, who knows? But it breaks the perfectness, because once again, I want to reiterate, even though I do like one take, I don't do one take like every time when I record videos. I don't. You know, some like I've said before, one time it took me 254 takes to get a video out, but I wasn't stopping until I got it. You know, because I like my videos to be all the way through. Now, if someone comes up to me and talking while I'm on a roll, I've learned to just hit the pause button. There's no, that's a pride thing. Sometimes you just gotta make your life easier. You know what I'm saying? Find that balance. Work hard and persevere and do it all at once. Or is it, no, I was on a roll, I'm not losing that energy. Pause button. But nevertheless, that's just the style I like right now. Sometimes I think about my channel, and maybe I'll do another video when my voice comes back. But I've been thinking about my channel. Do I want to change things or keep it? And sometimes you gotta make changes, and sometimes if it ain't broke. This channel is a manifestation in itself. My goal for this channel when I first made it was for it to be a hidden gem that people can binge watch. And my voice is really cracked, god damn. But it's like I wanted it to be a hidden gem. And what I do, I'll give you my whole strategy. I do me, I'm always me, but I'm also growing. I'm vulnerable. I'm very vulnerable. I'm probably more vulnerable than people. People be like, damn, he really sharing all that type of stuff? That's crazy, bro. Like, why you putting all out there like that? It's just my style. I have nothing to hide like that. You know, don't get me wrong. There's certain things I will keep private. There are certain things that I've fixed in my own life that don't need explaining because that's what it was necessary for that time. But that's for me to know, you know. But otherwise, like, I don't have problems with people knowing things about me. I have no problem people knowing how I think about certain things. So AI already knows who I am anyway. It already knows who we all are. You're putting that information feeding the AI, fam. Whatever, bro. I feel like I could defeat myself. You know what I'm saying? It'd be Goku fighting Goku like in the Dragon Ball Heroes. It's like it'd be pretty much that. You know what I'm saying? Until we both turn into our own version of Gojitas and Vegetos. You know what I'm saying? But it's like my goal with this channel was for it to be a hidden gem or a hidden gem on the internet that people just stumble upon, and then you be like, yo, like I want to be like the One Piece of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this dude has 8,000 videos on YouTube. How in the actual, you know what I'm saying? But that's a goal of mine. You know, it's like my goals are different. I'm not worried about subscribers. I have a number goal in my head, and my first goal is 1,000 videos. That's going to be fun. And then once again, but not 1,000 of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Never 1,000 videos of bullshit, but no, 1,000 videos that could potentially help someone, no matter what time of my life I was in. But then it also serves when things grow with you, they grow and take another form. The caterpillar turns into a cocoon, turns into a butterfly. That butterfly turns into a meal. And that's when you get metaphysical. Oh, I didn't think about it like that. You know what I'm saying? That butterfly turns into a meal. It turns into energy for the frog. That makes the frog jump into here. But then, you know, blah, 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 blah. You see what I'm saying? But I forgot where I was going, because I started seeing frogs jumping. I started seeing the whole freaking food chain. But my goal was for it to just be able to help people. And as it grows with me, it changes its form into kind of just a vlog, like a documentation of my life. You know, go watch my first video and go watch me now. Don't I look different? Don't I sound different? You like, yo, that's you? You know what I'm saying? It just shows this whole channel, no matter if it blows up or not. It's like, it just goes to show how much I've overcome. It just shows how much I've grown. It shows how much, you know, I'm a man of my word. It shows that I'm working on myself as much as I say I am. There's times I take a little break and I just coast out for a little bit. I get into a little funk, you know, but now, like, as I'm really starting to figure things out, I'm really starting to get moving. I'm really starting to learn who I am as a soul, as a spirit, as a God, as a deity, as a divine being, as energy, as one, as nothing and something, as all and nothing, as above and below, as left and right, up, down, hot, cold, you know, light, dark, all the above. As I learn all these different things about myself, I just grow and I see life from a different way, and I just let whatever happens, happens. I'm learning to live in the now. Once again, there's no such thing as the past or the present. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as the past or the present. It's energy that has come and gone, and energy that has yet to come. Past. There's no such thing as the past and future. Why don't y'all correct me? But no, but like the past and future. Past is energy that has come and gone. Future is energy that has yet to come. It's all about the now. It's all about the present. Yes, it's okay to plan forward, you know, like have some type of direction. If you want to have direction, go for it. But when random things just happen, just go with them. See what lessons you can learn from this. You know, not every lesson is going to be sunshine and rainbows, but it could be. If you change your world to that, it could be. Where you're living in a pure state of bliss. But right now, it's like, I like the dark side of things. I like the dark side. I like the light side. I like both. I like learning from everything. I like learning from my allies. I like learning from my enemies. I love learning from my neutrals. It doesn't matter. That's why, like, I spend so much time, like, on YouTube. Like, I could be like I could be huge right now. Do the thumbnails, do the titles, you know, get the sponsorships, but for at least for this channel, this, like, just the ProfessorMBS channel, this was just a nice little passion project. I like seeing what it turns into. If anything ever happens to my channel, I'm just going to start over. You know, I'll let the people in my Discord chat probably know or something like that. But other than that, I'll just start over from zero and do it again. Why don't you back up your videos? Why don't you? I live in the now. You know? And even if every video of mine got disappeared off of the face of this planet, I helped whoever watched it somehow, some way. When I get emails, comments, messages, you know, people telling me how I changed their lives. I changed somebody's life. I find so much happiness with that. Not in like, yeah, I'm that dude. No, I'm glad you found it, but I'm grateful that I played a part. I thought I was just talking. Sometimes it feels like, you know, people aren't listening to you. It feels like people aren't hearing you. But I know the people that need to hear it will hear it. If that's 1,000 of y'all, that's 10 million of you. It is what it is. As I grow is how as I grow. And if you were along for a temporary part of the ride, It's been nice knowing you. I'm taking this exit over here. I'm going to do something that you didn't think I was going to do, but I did it. Or I stayed the course, but you grow in a different path. Or I say something that triggers you or something like that. And then, okay, yeah, that was cool, but bye, fuck you. Hey, see you later. Like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5, 6, 7, 8, I wouldn't even imagine myself being able to say that. I'm almost at 1,600 subscribers. 1,600 people found something interesting of mine. My 1 year on semen retention video is like, I mean, last time I checked, it was like thousands of views. And I'm like, how the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm used to like a couple hundred views. You know, 100 views, maybe even like 50 to 80. You know what I'm saying? But then that one got like, I think that one had like 50,000. I could be wrong, but like it was up there. It's probably higher than that now, but that's how most of y'all found my channel in the first place. It's amazing the way my life is going. Okay, second wind. Hold up, we got this. We pushing through. I said I was gonna wrap up, and we still going, huh? The semen retention life is no joke. But what I always want people to realize that it takes a different level. Like, even if that sounded weird for you, this ain't the frequency for you. But if this is semen retention, okay, let me hear them out. Like, if this is the first video you ever watched of mine, first of all, it'd be kind of, oh, I mean, if you're clicking around, you found this. If you watch this from beginning to end and you've never heard of semen retention, all right. It's a practice for men. It's your reset button. It's a practice for men to become men again, to actually have testosterone flowing throughout their bodies, to actually become recalibrated, to become in tune with your own body as a man, to become back in control of yourself. Right now, a lot of men are very impulsive. Everybody's impulsive these days, but men should not be that impulsive. I should not be so easily able to sway your emotions, because once I make you angry, you've now been controlled. I can get you to hit me in the face. Boom. And if you harm a chosen one, oof. So me letting you hit me is a bigger thing than me actually fighting you. That's how protected I am. When I'm starting to talk my shit, my aura is starting to get wide right now, but it's because of semen retention for me. There's certain things where, you know, there's certain times in my life where I wonder if I'm ever going to step down from this energy, or in the moment I'm just going to have a deep conversation. But hey, by being by the boom, this is what I'm on. So if I communicate, because I'm ready to go there with you, but I'm not ready to get off of semen retentions. Are you okay with that? You know what I'm saying? They might have to, you know what I'm saying? That conversation is very easy for me because I don't care about what you, like, I don't know how to articulate at this very moment. Just roll with me. It's like, I don't really care what you think about it though. If you say yes, okay, I'm cool. Like as a young lady, it's like, okay, yes, I get what you're doing. I respect it. You communicate with me and we're good. Let's get to it. I'm still a young man. It is what it is, you know? But then if she were to say, that's weird, you're a weirdo, or you just blah, 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 or you pussy, you scared, then dodge the bullet. All right, wait until the next one. Because, like, when you realize what this practice of semen retention is, you quickly realize that it's a heaven sent if you stumble upon this. There's no accident for anyone that stumbles upon semen retention actually completely successfully, you know, goes the journey. You know, it just gives you so much energy, and you're so conscious of yourself. You're like, wait a minute, how was I ignoring all this going on in my body? How didn't I realize how emotional I was? How didn't I realize how much people were pushing me over? How did I not realize that I had such a low level of respect for myself as a man? You know what I'm saying? I find so much value in myself because I know what I hold. Ladies and gentlemen, we both hold the keys of life. You know what I'm saying? There's like a question I thought of one day. It was like, yo, who wears the pants in the relationship? And then you get on these little little gossipy ass little platforms, and it's like men do this and women no, women and you just bicker back and forth all day, and neither side learned any damn thing because neither one of them wanted to budge on their preconceived notions of the other sex. You know what I'm saying? But when you're asked the question, who wears the pants in the relationship? Well, last time I checked, there was two legs, or two pant legs in a pair of pants. You know what I'm saying? There's two legs, the masculine and the feminine. The problem is, it's like we've become so polarized that we don't see that we are both the key to life. We need one another, at least at this current state. Yes, women are able to asexually reproduce, but our environment does not allow for that right now. It's like in very rare instances it has happened, and they don't talk about that. But for right now, we need one another. And even if you were able to, it's still beautiful to do it this way. You know what I'm saying? So nevertheless, we need each other. We need to stop this divide. You know, we need to stop. Like, yes, yes, sometimes you do need to highlight it, but sometimes you have to elevate from that. Okay, we got many people that are going to sit here and highlight things. I'm going to take a different approach now. And yes, I've done it myself, and I still might do it from time to time. You know, highlight some things that I notice, but at the same time, I'm never doing it to get the upper hand. I'm not doing it to make men better. You know, women are inferior. They just need to submit and be my slave and do whatever I tell them to do. The fuck? Like, would you want to be treated like that, my guy? Okay, then. You know what I'm saying? I treat people the way I want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's mad simple. And if we both are on that same accord, then we good. You know? But we both hold the keys. Semen, womb, eggs. You know what I'm saying? And then life. We together created this beautiful baby right here. That's a huge responsibility. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge responsibility. And with that practice, you are intermingling. You are literally generating life. You think that just came from some physiological thing? Nah, that's everything. Mind, body, and spirit all coming together in one. The ether, the 4th, 5th, 12th, 8th, billionth dimension. You know, you started as a light body. You picked the soul and said, I'm going on that field trip, that life field trip. Bye. Pum. And you beam down here. You picked your parents that would give you a dope lesson. You picked your genre of movie on Netflix. And you became the actor or the watcher. Whatever one you choose to do is on you. There's times where I do both. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, semen retention is one of those things that's put me on another level. But you have to remember, gentlemen, that it's a catalyst. Semen retention by itself will boost you up. But you have to then use that information. You know, you have to now use that energy to make the life that you want, to make yourself better. The more time you spend working on yourself, the more crazy awesome you become. It's just that simple. Some people might call me cocky. Some people might call me arrogant. Some people might call me that's just your insecurity, because I'm not being arrogant. I'm very humble. But I could definitely praise myself as well, and I have no problem doing it openly and honestly. I'm dope. I am amazing. I couldn't say these things about myself. Like I said, I am proud of myself. So when I'm talking like this, I'm trying to share my energy with y'all so you can do it. You feel me? But the other thing is, for those of you that like contact me, for those of you that message me, like always feel free to message me on Discord. The link will be down in the description. But it's like, I'm going to speak to you like a man. I'm going to speak to you like an adult. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, we can have some, you know, we can bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But if you ain't ready to work, if you're not actively working on yourself, if you ain't ready to get to the next level, if you ain't ready to feel what this journey entails, like, don't talk to me. If you're here to waste my time, if you're here to say some stupid shit, if you're one of these people, not my homie that say I forgot what the vitriolites, whatever. Like I said, I'm tired. But those Omni-Man from Invincible on Amazon Prime, right? His species had a homie tell me, hey, I got something important to tell you. I'm like, okay, I've heard that before. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people that always say, yo, I got something crazy to tell you, bro. I got something crazy to tell you, bro. I'm like, okay, what? No, I will prefer if we do this. Okay, I'm here. Where you at? Oh, you ain't here. Okay, bye. I'm not waiting for you. Like, tell me what the fuck you want. No, bro. It's like, dude, type out what you, okay, you have sent me 8 messages Some people, and I've done this multiple times, so if you take it personally, it was you. You know, it's like I went 10 back and forth emails, and the person said it was so important, and you spent 10 emails saying you don't want to type it out, but you sent me 10 separate emails, 10 messages on Discord, and all this time you couldn't just tell me whatever the fuck it was? Stop wasting my fucking time. You know what I'm saying? That shit's annoying. Don't waste my time, man. Because I'll drop you so quick. All right, goodbye. I mean, whatever. Even if it is important, I'll figure it out on my own because you playing games. This is why everything's passing you up. Because you want to play games. You want everything to fit to your schedule. Let me tell you something. If you haven't learned anything from this entire video, none of this is on your schedule. It's divine timing. Time as we know it, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1300, 1600, is not time. It's not time. Divine time is the only time, quote, quote, that exists. Not everything happens when you want it to. So when you wasted my time, you are not being considerate of the fact that I could be doing something else for myself. I could be talking to myself. I could be brainstorming. I could be going out, knocking out errands. I could be doing this, but you just want to keep on saying, I got something important to tell you. 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 Motherfucker, then say it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, clearly it's not that important then. Bye. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to my homie, my Omni-Man, Vitrumites, whatever. You know, shout out to you, homie. I want you to do it. If you truly do believe it, we in this time now where we are quite literally moving. We're ascending. People have been judged, and you is a pass or fail. Things about to start happening on this planet. I don't know if I'm going to be here. I don't know if I'm going to be in a different timeline. I don't know if I'm going to be in some like freaking paradise land. I don't know. But I know whatever is coming my way, either in this life or transitionary purposes, I know I'm going to the good side. I know I'm going to the prosperous side. I know I'm going to the high vibrational side. Let's just put it like that. Fifth dimension, sixth, seventh, whatever. I'm going wherever the good people are going. If you lived a life where you were shafting people, betraying people, hurting people, you know, you being so self-centered, missing life's blessings, being ungrateful, worrying, anxious, sickly. Enjoy your life, whatever that turns into when this split happens. I'm trying to get y'all investing. Cryptocurrency is coming. If this society as we know it still stands. That's the important part. So I'm hedging my bets on both sides, but I've been diversifying more my portfolios. You know what I'm saying? XRP is mine. Please go do some research. HBAR. Go look into that. XLM. Algo. I want to get to the top 5, but right now I'm slowly building up to 4. Building up these 4. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm trying to tell you. You don't have to invest a lot. Invest what you can, invest what you're willing to lose. But one thing I told my friend last night is like, when I pick a hill, I die on it. I'm willing to accept the consequences of my actions, whether they are, whether it's good or bad, quote, quote, good, quote, quote, bad. So if I invest, and I'm heavy investing right now, most of my money goes to investing. I don't buy stuff. I can buy stuff when I'm where I need to be. Don't get me wrong, I treat myself from time to time, but until then, no big purchases, no accruing more debt. We're going to make this work. Got 2003 Honda Accord out there. You know what I'm saying? With a bumper, and that's my A to B. Nothing fancy about it. That thing goes 0 to 60 in about 0 to 60. You feel me? It's like, but hey, it works. Fully paid for. I don't need the flex. When I walk around in public, you see how I dress. I don't even really be bothered to be matching really like that anymore. I can when I know I need to, but for the most part, the more comfortable I am, the more I'm me. But now I'm starting to just do this more, and this is my fit, right? This is my fit. I actually have shoes on because, you know, I didn't know what it was gonna be like out there. My same old hoodie, a turquoise mint shirt, some khaki shorts. Damn, I look dark. It's all good though. And then some like these shoes that like strain the hell out of my foot. You know, the last time I wore these, I don't think I've worn these since I tore my ACL. That's actually kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, it's like some LeBron James. Like, I don't like name brand stuff, but I still got them. They're kind of comfortable, so I just threw them on, you know. But like, that's just my fit. There's nothing fancy about me. And then I'm just rocking my crystals. I'm just being authentic because this is how I like to dress. I just like to be comfortable. I like to be able to do whatever I want to do. And it's like, I don't believe it. Like the dress codes and all that type of stuff. My wedding's gonna be casual. I'm gonna show up in my hoodie. I don't know. By then I'll probably be like, you know, like wanting to be all fancy, wear my suit for the special day. But right now, if I were to get married tomorrow, like, nah, hey yo, you want a casual wedding? Like, y'all, you want? Yeah, I knew I got the right one. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I get down. You know. But yeah, man. I really do wish. I'm not sure if I tangented too far, but we're gonna go back. I really do wish more women were interested in men practicing semen retention. You know, go on to Beyond 5D's and shout out to Beyond 5D. But go on to Beyond 5D's channel and go look at or go on to Isis. No, he did the interview with Isis Wisdom. Like, go check out that interview on Beyond 5D if you never heard of that channel. And it was Isis Wisdom, like, talking about men on semen retention. Ladies, I'll just let her explain it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll let her explain it because, yeah. Let me just say, yeah. And it's like, it's not like being cocky. It's like, no pun intended with the conversation. It's not like being like that. It's just, it's truth. You know, a lot of men be like, oh, if I saved that long, you know, I wouldn't last as long. Yeah, maybe if you didn't discipline your mind after that. You know, don't get me wrong. I ain't touched on, like I said, celibacy and semen retention. Like, celibate for 4 years, semen retention for 2. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, I might have to ease back into that. You know what I'm saying? But that's also the part of my life where it's like, I like being open and honest with people because it's like, I'm still a young man that wants to experience this world, this life. And there's certain things, even though you know what they are, like, I know what the fried foods were. That was this in this video? I can't remember. Whatever. But like, whenever I eat something I know I shouldn't be, that's like a little thing. But like, I've done it enough that I know I shouldn't be doing it anymore. There's certain things I haven't done enough of. It's like, all right, cool. Now that I'm learning so much more about myself and I'm becoming more and more confident, I'm going back and healing that child version of me that was hurting. By child, I even mean like the archetypal child, like my other half that I wasn't connected to yet. You know, like my prince version of me as a 21-year-old, as an 18-year-old, as a 16-year-old that I was just ignoring because I didn't even know he existed like that. I didn't know I had those two sides really until, you know, I started to develop and grow and learn more about myself over time. Forgot where I was going with that. But my life is just awesome, and I guess I want everyone else to experience this. That's like my mission in life. I want everyone to experience even this, because this feels amazing. That's why a lot of people need to be careful when they ask, like, I want all the supreme intellect, the supreme downloads right now. You wouldn't be able to handle it. You wouldn't be. I know, I'm not saying that just because I know I couldn't. It's that, no, I'm not projecting on you. You cannot. If you are here in this physical world, that means you had some type of karma, or you had some type of, or you have your own specific mission. But there's a reason why you are not just like pure energy. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why you have a physical form. There's a reason why you still have an urge, you know, like the demiurge or something, like the urge to like to experience reality, because there's something you want to experience. There's something that you want to feel. There's something that you want to have a knowing, a reminder of, or something like that. So we all have work to do here. You know what I'm saying? But even if everyone on the world felt where I was right now, you'd be able to leave your doors wide open. You know what I'm saying? You'd be able to leave your door wide open. A random person can come into your room and just lay it down, a basket of fruit. Hey, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. My name is Bob. I just wanted to bring you some fruit. You have no problem. You don't even look down at it. You just pick it up and just eat it, because you know you can trust people around you. You know people have your best interest at heart. That's how I am. I don't like the idea of hurting people. I'm actually not that violent anymore, but I do have Oliver's side. Don't get me wrong. Like if it's time, if we have to go there, like I said, if I'm being chased by my fears, I'm gonna stop running at a certain point and be like, you know what? Let's see if we could pull out some, we could pull off some one punch man shit or something. Like, hey, if I could knock out Mike Tyson with one hit, that would be lovely. It's like, I didn't think I could do it, but in that moment, you know, you gotta figure it out. Like I said, I'm not much of a fighter. I'm really not. You know, I know a couple of tricks. You know, shout out to Dad. You know, I know a couple moves, and like I know how to put them together. You know, but if you get that one good lick on me, hey, nobody's invincible in this physical form. Nobody. But that's why you need to fight to win every time, because nobody's invincible. You can be beat if you put your guard down, if you get too cocky, if you underestimate your opponent, if you underestimate yourself, you will destroy yourself, or someone in that ring with you will completely demolish. I was trying to say demilitarize, like literally trying to mix them on purpose, and then I try. Anyway, it's like, you know, it's like someone will like completely outpace you at something that you thought you were good at. How many of y'all been good at a video game, or you've been good at art, you've been good at sewing, you've been good at fixing cars, right? And then you find someone that's just on another level, right? It's like you're someone that goes, you shot a game where you did you went 5 for 7 from the field. Yo, I was on it today, yo. I was from the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yo, I was draining them, bro. He went 21 for 26. How did he even get that many shots off? But you see what I'm saying? It's like there's always more. Like I said, we are infinite. We're always expanding. But what they do is they keep you in. You have to break out of that shell. You have to break out of that matrix. You have to understand that there is more than the news media. There is more than this. There's more than just entertainment. These movies aren't just movies. Y'all gotta understand that. Sometimes, but let me help some of y'all out. Sometimes I think y'all be reaching. I gotta be honest with you, as a member of the conscious community, I really do believe that some of y'all be reaching in some of these movies. Like, it'd be like, that dude just drank water. He predicted the water shortage that was coming. Huh? Oh, okay, bro. Wait, hold up. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's like you're making it fit the narrative. Now that you see where it is, and now that you see water, you're trying to make it like it was one big conspiracy. No. Like, just no. That is incorrect. That is not what was going on here. But it's your world. You live wherever you want. But in my humble opinion, no. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so they did this, and they chose this carpet because this carpet has the shapes of the subconscious programming of the swastikas. And the swastikas... Or maybe that was not a swastika for the Nazis, but like the ones that all these other popular civilizations have been using, and maybe that person knew that and they wanted to implement that. But they did it in an artistic way, so it wasn't taken like that, but they were really taken by that. You know what I'm saying? It's like maybe there's more to the story. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, that's why I always say, it's like, just because I'm part of the conscious community don't mean I'm be calling bullshit or I completely disagree. Oh, I'm sorry, namaste. We are all peaceful people. And we just let everything go. Let everything go like water. Take no, man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there be like natural buildups of things in river streams. Natural debris and sticks, natural dams that form. All right? So I'm gonna, while I'm on this journey through this stream, if something don't make no sense, I'm like, I'm blocking that. I'm not letting that in my world. I don't quite agree with that. You know, it's like for me, I still think, like some people might call what I'm doing extra, but I still call some spiritual, like some of the things that people be wearing, I think it's extra. Sometimes like I bet, okay, you're spiritual, you're conscious, but it's like maybe it's my out of ignorance. It could be. I'm just an open, honest individual. I feel like you're doing too much. Like you're doing too much. Like so you gotta wear that and that and that and that. You gotta do that and that though. You gotta wear those two, and then you have to. Sometimes I just personally find it overboard, but I'm kind of a minimalist. I'm a bougie ass minimalist. You know what I'm saying? I don't buy a lot of things, but when I do buy things, like it's worth it. Investments. Did I finish that crypto conversation? We're going back to crypto for a minute, but hold on. It's like, but investments. My money goes to investments over stuff, one-use things. But like. I'm decorating my penthouse in my head, and like I'm gonna have like whole instruments around my place, and they're legitimate. You can take them off the wall and play them if you want to. you know, or a cool gadget or a perpetual motion machine, or, you know, stuff that you can actually use, stuff that still has a purpose, but is also very decorative and beautiful. That's what my place is going to look like one day. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the way I feel like I'm going to get there is through taking advantage of the digital revolution that's upon us. You know, like I already told y'all, look into what's called the ISO 20022 coins. For those of you that are into numerology and you know the power of 22222, what is that? That's the master builder number. It's very ironic that they do ISO 20022 in what year is it, quote, quote, on this Gregorian calendar, 2022? Coincidence? That's the same numeric value. You know what I'm saying? Is it a coincidence that if you do your research in the XRP, all these things are all lining up at the same time? The implementation of this new payment program, this new payment mechanism that's going to be implemented over the world. That's why things had to happen the way they were going to happen. It's like you see all these QR codes everywhere, don't you? You know, you see like you go into restaurants nowadays, they don't even have menus no more. They have the little QR codes that you have to scan with your phone. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's becoming a digital age, and don't get me wrong, I'm going to have me a hut in the middle of some forest somewhere one day to disconnect from all of it, but I think there's something to be learned from both sides. I'm not messing with the metaverse, at least nothing technological like that. If there's like a metaverse, aka it's still the metaverse, but it's on my computer, then okay, I'll dabble. Why not? It's to me, it's just the internet, really. But it's like if there could be a level of prosperity that I can experience in this existence while utilizing that, then go for it. People be like, crypto is the money of the devil. Huh? So what is it, this paper thing that people are killing over? That's not the money of the devil, just in a different form? What are you talking about? Are you really going to block your blessings like that, saying this is the devil's money? So, but then if God blessed you with $100,000, you'd be happy though. But I thought it was the devil's money. You see what I'm saying? Like that's weird. Like I just heard stuff like that over time. Like I'm just like, okay, that's a hot take, but I have to disagree with you on that, my guy. You know, but like, do I believe that we should have money? No, I don't. However, if it's going to make my life easier and it's going to give me resources to take my level to take my game to the next level, like I really want to, like I honestly want to be like not like the Drake of like any like weird Illuminati shit that he probably doing, but like I want to be like the Drake of whatever this is, whatever content it is that I create, as in like to the point where he's like so high up that he's like, yeah, so like I spent a couple mil and like I actually lost a $1 million briefcase. That sucked. And you're sitting here like, what? Like you lost them? And I just made I don't really listen to his music that often, or at all really. But like, you know, when you hear a couple songs, he just be on some bougie, I'm richer than you shit. But he actually is. So it's like, okay, cool. So like, you know, it's like, okay, you're that rich that you don't miss $1 million. It's like, oh, I just dropped $1 million. Fuck. Huh. You can't relate with that. But he's so in his own frequency, he's in his own world. If assuming he's a real person and not like some cyborg or some shit, that you know, that's just his reality. He's just speaking from there, and he's so high up that only a few gonna relate. You know, you might bop your head to the beat. You know what I'm saying? You might do all that, but otherwise, like you be like, yeah, I mean, it must be nice. I'm trying to get like you, my boy. But dead ass. It's like, and I just feel like when I get to that level though, it's like, okay, now I have a whole new subject matter that I could talk about. Luxury. You know what I'm saying? But not doing it in a flexing way. It's like, yo, guys, let me tell you about my, like, it's like pretty much like me telling you about my experiences and like when I went to Italy. And I'm telling you, yo, Italy is amazing. And it's like when I'm talking about luxury, guys, look at this. Like, I'm not flexing. I'm just showing you, whoa, this is the type of stuff you could do if you stay disciplined in whatever it is that you do. I'm not flexing because you can get it. If I was able, this is just a physical thing. I don't get attached to physical things. If I lose it, it wasn't meant in my life anymore. My frequency no longer could keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So that's just where I'm at with things. So anyway, this was fun. Where we at? Almost 3 hours. God damn. All right. Well, that was fun. I'm actually going to chop it off, but I feel myself starting again. But it's like, but that's just like a good example of perseverance. You saw like what happened where my throat was like literally like closing up. But I said, nah, screw it. When I made that decision that I was going to push through, that's where my mind works. But I do that in the real world, and I do that with the manifestation stuff. When I put my mind to something, it happens. If I tell my body to move, it moves. If I tell life to move, it moves, because it's nothing but energy, and we're just here to manipulate it. And not manipulate in a bad way, in that way. We're here to utilize it, I guess, for lack of a better word. We're here to utilize it to make our lives amazing. And now that I'm tapping in at a deeper level, now that I'm operating in a higher vibration, I have less worry and more trust. Less fear that's not going to work, and more expectations that things are going to happen in my life. Once again, my life is amazing right now. My life has always been amazing, but I'm in a different place right now. And I'm happy that things are happening the way they are. I'm happy things happen the way they did. I'm happy I know how things are going to end up. Past, present, and so-called future. To the next one, y'all. Peace.